but I must interrupt this show. Later, you know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's time how we do. Hey. They said we said we lit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said go.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to yet another installment of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. I'm your host, Loke7, and joining me as always is these fine people, except for Matt Likes Games. Mr. Matt Likes Games first, of course, the only man that knows how to lick digital games. Also, right next to him is my co-host and half of TSWS, Mr. Ham Solo 05 himself. Looking fresh with that haircut. I wish I had that much hair. I wish. And of course, joining us as always, the only reason you guys even click on these damn videos on Fridays, the Nintendo goddess herself, Cozy Beluga. So before we start, ladies and gentlemen, Cozy, are you feeling Rosie? Put down the mic, Cozy. We can't hear you.
Oh shit.
Please tell us why you're feeling rosy this week.
Number one is because it has been a good week, and number two, I get to hang out with you guys.
Nice. It's been a
Be
good
wholesome.
week. It's definitely been a good week. Yeah, you can be. I'm kind of surprised, but you know what? It's good. How are you, Cozy? What you been playing?
I'm doing well. I've been pretty busy, so I haven't been playing much. Guess who did? I followed through with what I said I was gonna do. I uninstalled Overwatch. I'm feeling proud
So
of
you can
myself.
finally play other things.
Yeah, like Minecraft.
Look at that. Like what?
Don't judge me. Minecraft.
Listen, baby steps. All right. Baby steps. Cozy uninstalled Overwatch. All right. That in and of itself is a dub. Let's just go with that. Uh, Ham, how you doing with your fresh self and what you've been playing this past week?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I'm just irritated right now.
All right.
I'm just irritated. But like gaming has been fantastic. Like literally before the show, me and my wife were playing some Split Fiction. We're almost done with that game. I can definitely tell by the way the story's kind of going right now. We've been enjoying that. I had a super dilemma early during the day yesterday where I was like, I don't know what to play right now. And it wasn't because I didn't have anything to play. It was because I had entirely too much to play. And I'm just like, like, what do I do with my hands? Like what do I do? Like, I don't know, like you feel like you're neglecting something by choosing something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, Loke?
Yep.
So
I'm struggling right now.
So I started playing Clair Obscur, and that
Game of the
game is
year.
fantastic. Keep in mind, like I started playing that game, and immediately, keep in mind that I also played, just like the first, like the intro or prologue, I guess you could call it, at the beginning, where did you play the game at all, Loke?
Yeah, man. I
Okay,
think
so
I've
you know
gotten
the
through that.
prologue's like an hour at least, right?
Yeah. I'm about 13 hours in.
You're about 13 hours in.
Yeah,
There
man.
you go.
Very nice. Congratulations. Jeez Louise, this man's putting in that work. All right. Well,
I'm
well
telling
let
you,
me get my
man.
bars off before I hand it back to you because I know you got a lot to say.
Mhm.
But yeah, I played the prologue and then I went to go play the game again later on, and I jumped into a party with my boy Justin, and he talks a lot. So it gave me an easy excuse to go play Oblivion.
Yeah.
Right? In Oblivion, like I can do a ton of stuff without talking to anybody for a long time. So I was just like feasting on Oblivion, talking to him about it. It was his first time playing Oblivion as well as mine. So like we're going back and forth about how like dope the game is and how we're playing, the newer version and whatnot. I was telling him, some of the stuff I've done and whatnot, and he's making his character and yada yada yada. As soon as I got off with him, I got into a party chat with Matt. And Matt shuts the fuck up a lot, which is fine. I'm the one that's usually talking too much when I'm hanging out with Matt,
Mm.
right? So I went back to Claire Obscure and started doing like the parts that you're seeing right now and whatnot. And man, that game, like Oblivion is Oblivion. Oblivion was amazing in the past. They brought it to now, and I feel like it's just like okay, like I understand that this is great, right? But Claire Obscure was the thing that I was like thinking I'm excited for it, but I'm hoping my excitement matches, or I'm hoping the game is as good as my excitement is for it, right? And it came through strong. It came through very strong. Like,
Bigly. It came through bigly, Ham.
oh my goodness, now you're using that kindly. Okay, you're ridiculous. But anyways, I know like the game has been great to me, but I know for sure it's been good if my partner Loke said he's proudly put 13 hours into it, and there's not a frown to be found. Just talking about this game, really with anybody on the panel, I'm not sure if Cozy's played it. I'm not really sure if it's her kind of game. I don't really think it is, but it could be. Um, I don't know. It's
Teens.
it's fantastic to me though. Like I was playing it until my wife was like, "You want to play a game?" And like I didn't want to tell her no, so we turned on Switch.
As you would. As you would. That's a good husband right there. Quick correction. I've put in 14.1 hours.
What? You're underwater again.
You're cutting out.
What?
Okay, you're good now.
Okay. I was saying quick correction. I've put in 14.1 hours into the game. I
Okay,
just opened the
getting
Xbox
specific.
app just to be sure. Just to
I mean,
be
that's how you know you're proud when you check and then you have and then you see something you don't
man.
like and you have to readdress it. Because I feel like if it was 12.5, you wouldn't have said shit.
Yes. Yes. I'm telling you, man. But before I get into it, Cozy, have you played? Sorry, you said this week has been busy. You haven't played many games, so you haven't
I
played.
played Minecraft.
All right, good stuff. Matt, have you played
Yeah.
Expedition 33?
I mean, not nearly as much as you and him. I've played maybe an hour total of it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean, I was saying before the show, it's kind of what I expected. I expected it to be really good. It is really good. Game looks amazing. Story, I mean, just in the very small amount that I played, is really, really good. Uh, Combat, dude, thank God. Like, the turn based games I've played before, like, which isn't a huge list of them, but like,
the problem I have with it is the fact that I just seemingly can't control. It's
Yeah,
like I'm gonna
you
hit
did
you,
mention it.
and I'm gonna hit you, and then you're gonna hit me, and I'm gonna take damage unless for some random reason my guy decides to dodge. In this
Yeah.
game, it's like you control all that stuff. If you don't dodge or if you
Yes.
don't parry, it's because you fucked up. So
Mm-hmm.
I very much appreciate that.
Matt was
That's
trolling me yesterday. You were trolling me. I was like, I think I can beat this dude
Same
without
word.
hitting him. And he's like, no, you don't think you can. You can. And I was like,
exactly.
I think I can. And he's like, stop thinking that you can. You literally can. And I was like,
You can actually do that. And I very much appreciate that. And that is probably why I'll play this more than I play any turn-based game. Is because of that, like, seemingly small but really important feature. Is the
Mm.
fact that I can actually control the defense in a fight. So shout out
Defense
to
and
them for that.
offense actually
Well, yeah, offense is
can do
great.
more
Offense,
damage as well.
yeah, when you actually like nail the QTEs, which is great. It makes it a lot more interactive. And
Yeah.
again, that is that is the problem I've typically had with turn-based games. So shout out to them for nailing that. Like I said, story's great, visuals great. I've downloaded it just about everywhere. I have it on my OG Ally. That's probably where I'll play most of it, just because like
Mm-hmm.
when I get in bed and I just got like an hour or something, I'll probably be chipping away at that game. But yeah, I enjoy what I've played so far.
It's a monster. It's a monster. Cozy, you didn't tell us how do you feel about turn-based games? Are you into it or
What?
not really?
I'm fine with turn-based games.
Oh, you're good. Even
I
with the
like.
classic like Fire
yeah,
Emblem style.
she's just not into the popular stuff, just like any other genre for because
I'm completely fine with turn-based. In fact, I probably my most played genre is probably CRPGs,
Huh. All right.
just
All
not
right.
Baldur's Gate 3.
oh, we're gonna start calling it CO33 now.
CRPG.
CRPGs.
No, the person in the chat called it CO3 33. I like it. Claire Obscure 33.
Oh, CO.
Oh.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
but
like
where's
that.
the
I
I
agree
E
with
like
them.
though?
that abbreviation for it.
I agree with
Where's
them.
the E?
Yeah, I mean it could have the E. With or without the E is fine to
Claire's
me.
Claire's Gear 33. That's fine.
All right, fine, fine.
You know what
Let's
he's
keep
talking
it
about.
fair.
Having the extra word expeditions kind of I mean, but
It's
it makes
tapestry.
sense for the game to be called that, but if I'm just trying to call something real quick, I'm cool with
Yeah, I'd go CO33 or E33. So there you go.
yeah,
Uh,
X33.
yeah,
That sounds like a goddamn CSI file or
That
something.
sounds
yeah.
like a
X33. Yeah,
that sounds like a fucking
X33.
experimental weapon.
Yeah, yeah.
The
X33.
X33.
That's some good shit. That's some
Yeah,
good shit right
X33
there.
is pretty nice. I like that too.
Day Day Reezy, welcome in. Says it's Friday. Let's go. Rachie, welcome. Says Game Pass is abusing our time, our storage, and bandwidth. Fuzzy, welcome in. But you capping. Fuzzy says this year is already better than all of last year for new game releases.
I kind of
Buddy,
Metaphor
agree with them.
buddy, he's
Metaphor
not wrong.
Refantatio came out
He's
last
I'm gonna
year.
kind of agree
he's
with him.
not wrong.
He
He's not
also
wrong.
What?
says nice to see some good French representation, and I actually agree with that because usually the French are the butt of every joke, and I thought it was hilarious that Ray Cheese says the last time a game about France was made, they didn't even have a French dub for the game. For Still Rising.
Ugh.
Yeah, yeah. Actually, I'm playing it with the French dub. Cozy, I have
That's
this
really
specific
good.
question for you.
Yes.
I have this one for you. If people that insist on Japanese authenticity when they're playing Japanese games are weebs, what do you call the person that insists on French authenticity?
French. No one cares about
Pretty
French
much.
except for French people.
That is all right. Sure,
I
Cozy.
mean,
Sure.
it's kind of sad That's kind of sad but true. I mean, compared to not like saying nobody, but like compared to Japanese culture and like what it
Mm-hmm.
is to mainstream American culture,
Mm-hmm.
it's like compare that to what French culture is to mainstream American culture. It's not. It's not. It's not on the same playing field.
Yeah, it's kind of like when you listen to Tales of Kinzera in, was it Swahili?
Hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's Swahili. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just being black. No one's calling them weebs.
Yeah.
All right. Gummy is for.
That's just being black or loving black culture. But like as for like Japanese culture, I feel like there's a lot of people that just kind of fake the funk, I guess, is what kind of cozy, I guess, is getting to.
Hmm.
Where it's just like you don't really care about this. It's just popular.
Hmm.
Compared to you actually
Wait.
cared
Hold on.
about Tales of Kinzera and listening to the Swahili and shit like that.
Wait. If you're really into the Japanese stuff, you're a weeb because you don't care about it. If you're really into Tales of Kanzerazawa in Swahili or COE33 in French, you really care about it. Is this the logic?
It
No.
sounds goofy, and I
It's
agree with you.
when you say like that. So look, reality is, Japanese stuff has a large audience outside of Japan. So a lot of the times when
Hmm.
people talk about the authenticity of Japanese stuff, they're not even talking about authenticity because half of that shit isn't even made for Japanese people. It's made for
Right.
you. And
Loke,
Here,
your distilled version of what you perceive
you
authentic
hear.
Japanese.
Yeah,
Loke,
you
in
hear a
other
lot
words,
of.
it depending on how you like something, you should be punished.
What?
That's what I'm
I,
hearing. That's what I'm hearing through all this because I think it's all silly.
Yeah,
'Cause I
exactly,
think it's all
exactly.
silly because
Actually, I agree with that,
because you
Ham.
get
I agree
called a
with that.
certain name because you like something, even though I like I think it's silly, but I also kind of get like I get it a little bit.
So
But
what's
that
so
doesn't.
what's the name? What's the name for the people, Cozy, that aren't American but are really super into American culture? Like, for example, I'm into the NFL and the NBA. So, what's the name that you would give me? Because I'm not American. I
you're a
don't live in the
sports
That's
fan.
US.
Yeah. I mean, are you
You're
running
a
around
sports.
here with your American flag and
Yeah,
I should get
take
one.
a picture
I
of
should get
your
one.
front lawn. Do you have an American flag flying in your front lawn right now?
No. I don't hate the US, but I would be lying if I said I've got like some memorabilia specifically centered around the US. I'd be lying. I'd be lying.
so you're like just a sports fan. But
Yeah, you're a sports fan.
while there are people that are absolutely like love the what they have been fed of US culture. It's the same it's a
I'm
similar
one of
thing.
them. I like
Um
your comic books as well. I used to like Hollywood. So
So
what's the
you're a
name for
fan
those
of
people, Cozy?
you're a fan of movies. You're a fan of entertainment. You're a sports fan who likes entertainment. That's what this sounds like.
But anime is also entertainment. Why do we call
Yeah,
people that are
the
into
difference
anime weebs? I'm into
because
because
Marvel comics.
because
I'm
but
into
hold
Marvel
on.
comics and Marvel
Hold on,
movies.
look.
I'm not a
Hold
I don't know what the
hold on,
name
look.
would be.
You
Yeah.
haven't. When I think of a weeb, and I could be
Yeah.
wrong. When I think of a weeb, I think of somebody who has changed their personality based on the thing they're obsessed with. I don't see that. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe you'll tell me I'm wrong. Have you changed your personality based on I like basketball, I like football, I like Marvel? Has your personality been completely altered?
No.
Okay.
I would say one or two bits of my accent have been influenced by Stephen A. Smith. That's what I will say. Like I
Okay.
listen to him
Okay.
religiously. I'm being honest. I listen to him all
That's
the
fair.
time, every fucking day.
I think if you
And
listen to
then
something a lot, it influences, even if whether you realize it or not, it can influence you on a small level like that.
yeah. and then every Friday I
Fine.
sit on a panel with 4 Americans. So
So
I don't know.
what I'm saying is I'm not. I'm
Okay.
saying
You're
like
one of
the
them.
joke when I said I call them French is because uh the whole Japanese entertainment industry makes more money outside of Japan than it does inside of Japan. So they've invented this entire culture of their products being specifically designed for weebs. It's not, so even a
Mm,
lot of times when weebs are talking about authentic Japan, they're not actually talking about authentic Japan. They're talking about something made just for them.
Hmm.
Jeez. So
You
you're
don't
telling me
really
there's
get
a
that
whole
with
industry of stuff. There's a whole industry of stuff that even the Japanese themselves don't watch or consume.
yes, or consume in nearly the numbers that what you call it does, and so outside of Japan does, so that it's made specifically for them.
All right.
That true isn't really the same as okay. So an example is I love French cinema, um, but you don't really see it being made specifically for non-French people.
Mm, okay. So the weeb name really comes not even because people are into Japanese stuff. It's because the Japanese made their own industry for people that aren't Japanese.
Yes,
So why are we calling people that consume the media Ham? Ham, I need your help here. Why are we calling the people that consume this media that is tailor made for them? Why are we calling them names? I don't understand. Because weeb is not a compliment. It's
it's not.
derogatory.
It's because when what you call it is accurate when he said it's like they tailor it as part of their personality, is being like so obsessed with Japan, but they're obsessed with this fake version that they've been fed to sell them stuff.
Hmm.
All right. All right. This whole discussion is just making me sad. Gummies 420 welcome in says I was lazy, it was too long to type. Fair enough. Ty welcome in says Split Fiction, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, Oblivion
Uh-oh.
Remaster, South of Midnight, Claire. Yo,
Stop!
what
Stop! You're
what are we
telling me about how wrong my time is.
Outer
Golly.
Worlds 2, Ghost of Yote,
Oh,
Borderlands 2,
Bro,
Borderlands
Outer
4,
Worlds 2 later this year. Oh my god.
man. Man.
Metroid Prime 4, Blueprints, Grand Theft Auto, and Call of Duty still to come. What's up with all these crappy Western games? Why does the West suck so bad? Oh, buzz off, Charlie. Buzz off. This guy's still coping. He's still coping that most people are into Eastern games. You need to become a weeb, dude.
Wait,
That's what you need to do.
did he list all that and say,
Yeah.
as in like they suck, as in all that suck? Was that
No, he listed that
okay?
off
Okay,
to prove a point that actually Western games are
are still
awesome.
good. Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that's that was the point.
Well, here's the thing. I think if you're not chronically online, I mean, I don't hear too often. Every now and then you do, but I don't hear too often people complaining about Western games. I really don't. I really don't hear it. I'm sure it happens a lot. Just don't hear it.
Uh, you're right. You're right, Matt. Raichi, thank you so much for the $2 Canadian. Says Kojima is just an Asian French. Um,
Honestly, that in a weird way that I understand that. That makes sense.
I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Or French Asian? No, Raichi. Kojima is the god of video games. That's all he is.
Oh
Ron
man.
Slasher says, welcome in, Ron Slasher says, Expedition 69 is going to be fire emoji. Yeah, brother. I'm looking forward to.
The
Actually,
sequel?
if you play the game, you'll find out it's not possible. 69 already happened, but no spoilers. We're not going to do spoilers today. We're not going to do spoilers. Um, God damn it. Where is this? All right. All right. Ham, my quick breakdown of Clay Obscure Expedition 33. Game of the year, right? In my opinion, right now, it's the best game that's come out this year, and it's super polished in all the departments: gameplay, sound design, the graphics, the writing, the acting, everything is just top tier. If video games were food, this feels like the first time that I had like a proper Michelin star beef. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing. I'm looking forward to Doom trying to uh, take its place, but for now, this is the bar. I'm sorry, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I'm sorry. This is it. This is the bar. Matt, from what you've played of the game, do you agree or disagree? Or rather stay neutral till you play more of it?
That, like with the game of the year thing,
Yeah.
uh, see, I feel like an asshole saying yes or no. I've only played an hour. Uh, I'll say that it could be that. It could be that. Here's the thing. I'll say this. I think it'll definitely be there at the awards. I think it'll be nominated. As for how I feel about it, like I won't. I'm not going to know that for a while. Um, I think it definitely. I agree with everything you said. The polish and everything. Graphics look good. Performance. I mean, from the little I played, is solid. I haven't had any issues with that. Story is great so far. The world itself is just really interesting. Like it has all the things you would need to have something be game of the year. So I don't see why it couldn't be.
Ron Slasher, I always say game of the year so far, brother. Says, wait, I thought South of
Yeah.
Midnight was the game of the year. I always say so far.
Yep.
Always. Because
Yep.
I know. And also, Doom is still coming. Right? Doom
Can
is
you
still
stop
coming.
talking about the games? I'm tired already.
Yeah, too much pressure, Cozy. Welcome in. Jax82 says Expedition 33 is so good. As someone who is not a big turn-based fan, I may start playing more of them. See, this is it. This is when you start talking about game of the year. This is what I'm talking about. Just
Yep.
like Elden Ring.
Facts.
Elden Ring brought in people that don't care anything about Souls likes. They got in, they enjoyed it, and they're like, "That's fucking awesome. Let me go try other stuff." Obviously, right?
And then you get sad when you realize that you still don't like the other stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's me.
yeah.
Elden Ring was great. Let me go buy literally every Souls game ever made. No, I don't like it. Wasted all that money. Don't like it.
Oh well. But it just goes to show you how good Elden Ring is, and by the same token, Expedition 33 is. Ham, do you want to add anything to Jax82's comment?
Man, I mean, not really. My comment kind of goes to the left. It doesn't really go to his comment.
That's fine.
Man, this poverty pass is crazy.
Oh my goodness. You want to start with this right now? You know what?
Crazy.
Screw it. Let's get into it, Ham. Go ahead.
I'm
Go
just
ahead.
saying, anytime Xbox gets good games in the Game Pass, people are like, I buy it. I support it. And it always makes me crack up because it's just like, to me, it reminds me of when I went on my cruise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like, I would get things that, come with the boat. And then I talked to some people and they told me how they bought something. And they're like, man, I could have just got one of the free meals on the boat. It would have been just as good. And I'm like, ain't that something? You went and spent an extra 30, 40, 50, sometimes 100, near $100 for an extra meal that was really just cooked in the same motherfucking same kitchen for the most part.
The same cooks.
The same rotating cooks. You paid for this thing that was high dollar, and I got what was just that just came with the with the boat. Because keep in mind, if you're paying to get on the boat, ain't nothing on there garbage. You're paying for the good service. So I was getting like, check this shit out. I got this thing called a pepperoni pizza burger. It sounds crazy, right?
A what?
A pepperoni pizza burger.
Okay.
It sounds crazy.
Yes.
But the pepperoni with the Parmesan and the mozzarella cheese mixed on top of the burger, it was fucking amazing. It was one of the best things I had while I was on the cruise. And I could get as many as I wanted those. I could just sit there and be like, I want 10 of them. And they'd give it to me. They'd look at me crazy. They'd give it to me.
This guy's a maniac.
Yeah, right. But I'm just saying, like, I feel like people hate on value because sometimes they don't understand it.
On social media, Ham, they only hate it on social media when everyone has to pretend like they're rich.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think it's people don't like, they don't want to be perceived as like, oh well, if I use this, then that means I can't afford it. No, it just means you're being kind of like responsible, and you're choosing an option that fits whatever situation you may be in better than another option. And Phil Spencer said it in his last interview. It's like, it's literally just an option. It's there. Like, if all these people, like, because I see the same shit Ham does. I saw it today on Blue Sky. Someone's like, I'm gonna buy Claire Obscure. I'm not gonna play it. It's like, congratulations, buy it. It's you don't have to play in Game Pass, and I don't have to buy it because I have Game Pass and I can play it there. And if I like it enough to want to buy it, then that's fantastic. But
I'll buy it.
this like pompous attitude of like, I'm gonna buy it. It's good for you. No one cares.
Dude, I mean, I literally just don't, I don't get it. It's like, especially if you weren't gonna buy it in the first place, and then you found value in it because you're just like, oh, this is nice. This is, I mean, what who was it? It was Jax82, right? He doesn't play those kind of games. Isn't that the point of the developer putting it on the service?
On Game Pass, yes.
Isn't that the because I hear all the time, and I've heard it for years at this point. You're taking advantage of the developers, or you're doing the developers a disservice. And it's like, hold up. If your mom comes up and puts a plate of food in front of you, are you not supposed to eat it? Are you supposed to be like, nah, I'm gonna go buy my groceries, ma. I'm gonna go buy my groceries. I'm gonna cook this myself.
No.
I mean, at some point, wouldn't they scratch their head and be like, why am I even putting this in here then?
Yeah.
Why am I even putting this in here if you're not going to use it? They're anticipating people to use it. I'm using it, and I'm happy. And I'm going to keep using it.
Quick side note. Sorry, Cozy,
Yes.
did you want to add anything?
No.
All right. A quick side note. PlayStation increased the price of PS Plus 2 weeks ago. So much was going on with Nintendo Switch 2 and all this other stuff. we didn't have the time to discuss it.
We did not have the capacity.
We did not have the
We do not
capacity.
have the capacity.
Yesterday, the same PlayStation removed about 20 of their first party games from PS Plus.
I mean, it doesn't matter. If people
You
pay for
raise
it,
the
doesn't
price
matter.
and then take the value down a notch.
It
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
matter
it's
if
a good thing.
people are paying for your thing and then they don't stop paying and you're not losing money over it. Does it matter? Like you know how I am. I'm all about giving people as little as possible and charging as much as possible.
Oh no. We're not asking if it makes sense
Oh,
from the corporate standpoint at all. I don't
Yeah.
feel like that's the question that's being asked right now. I feel like we're just kind of being like, what's it worth to? I think we're talking more or less on the customer side than we are on the business, because we know from the business side, it's like, duh, if you're gonna do it and people are gonna continue to celebrate you, and they're gonna say silly things like, I want less value, I like less value, then give them less value. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's obvious. If somebody's gonna say, I don't like good value because I want to support more than we're asking, hell, I'm gonna sell them. If they're gonna pay $25 for one piece of Starburst, I'm gonna sell it to them. Wouldn't I be an idiot not
That-
to?
Yeah.
yeah, you as a corporation, you'd be an idiot, obviously. But if you're a business owner, right? And this is why I advocate for people to support direct business owners rather than corporations, is because business owners, for example, right? I'm not begging for super chats, right? That is not what I'm doing, right? I'll read you a super chat after this day, Rizzy, but I just want to make my point. Business owners, for example, right? TSWS,
mhm.
right? For example, TSWS. If we wake up tomorrow and there's millions of you now, and we're now making, I don't know, $1 million a month off TSWS. I think me and Ham would look at 500K each and be like, you know what? I'm straight. We ain't got to increase no one's memberships. We'd be fine. Am I right in this assumption, Ham?
Oh yeah, like why change something that's working totally fine?
Because we have no
Especially since
shareholders.
we're a smaller business that can't just overly take advantage and put the pressure on people like that. We can't.
Not, not just that, Ham, but because we're independent, we don't have the fiduciary obligation. We have not signed contracts with anyone that force us
That's a
to
fact.
always make more next year than we've made this year.
No,
So we
wise, no.
exactly, we'd be fine making exactly what we're making if it pays all our bills, and I get to go to Texas once a year, Ham gets to come to Mozambique once a year, and then we do like a special TSWS episode with Matt, Ham, and Cozy in South Africa or something. You know what I mean? We'd be fine with that. So yeah,
I'm
man, the
trying to
corporation.
imagine that in South Africa. That would just be
Take me home. Take me back home, brother.
Thank you, back. No,
Feel
no,
me?
no. That's not how they sing in South
That's where
Africa.
take
my
me back home.
that's where my roots are.
Yeah.
That's
Roots.
back to my people.
Wow.
Okay. All right. RSJ fan, welcome in. Make sure everyone smash the like button.
Look what I
Get
have.
us out there into that algorithm because we are actually trying to make $1 million a month. Let's go. Let's go. We're only 12 million followers away. We can do it. We can do it.
How many
Dairies,
does PewDiePie got? I'm gonna look up how many PewDiePie got. We're gonna pass him.
are we competing with PewDiePie? That's who we're competing with. All
We
right.
can do it. We
Look
Cozy,
can do
what
it.
I got.
what are you eating?
This
What is
is an
this?
8-year-old
A
um
what?
habanero, I believe,
Oh my
from
god, you're
Carolina
not gonna eat
Reaper.
that.
It was
You're not gonna
once
eat
it
that.
was once a normal moist one, but what happened was ooh, I can feel the spice on my face. What happened was I was given like 5 of these by like my boss where I used to work, and
Uh-huh.
from his garden. And when I got home, I could only find 4 of. I couldn't find all of them. I was like, "What happened to one of them?" And I was like, "Oh well." And then when I back before I sold my car, I cleaned it out and I found this under the seat.
Okay.
And you're
Okay. I
gonna
like
throw
where
it
this is going.
away.
No,
And you're gonna throw it away.
it's perfectly preserved. Look how dried and beautiful that is.
Oh, don't eat that.
I'll just
Okay.
take one
What's
bite.
about to happen?
One
What's
nibble.
Don't
about to
eat
happen?
that.
One nibble. I'm gonna take one nibble
Don't
for the
do that.
audience.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Don't do that though. Oh, that's a
Oh,
bad
spicy
idea.
as
That's
fuck.
a fucking bad idea. Why would she? Oh my god. Cozy's
Oh
gonna
my
die on stream now.
god.
She
Listen,
just
I will not be an accessory. I will not be an accessory. I did not tell her to do it. I just
RSJ
said
fan
what's going
says,
to
"Cozy,
happen.
don't be stupid." Cozy went and was being stupid. She's being stupid, and she won a
Listen,
stupid prize just now.
I just want everyone to know that at no point did I tell her to do it. I just said what's going to happen now. That's
I
all
want
I
everyone to
said.
know that I literally told her to not do it. I literally said it multiple times. Don't do that, and she did it. So now she needs to go recoup.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully she'll be back in the next 30 minutes. Let's. Here's God.
She took a
It's fine.
bite of an 8-year-old Carolina Reaper and couldn't. And she's like, "What the fuck?" It's like you.
Did she just do that?
Yeah,
She
she
sure
did.
did, and
I
she
wasn't paying
panicked.
any attention because I was talking to my daughter.
She
Rewind,
panicked.
Bad.
rewind the YouTube video. Rewind the YouTube video.
She
Why,
Let
lost.
me
why did
watch
you
it.
do that?
She lost her shit, bro. She just got up and ran away.
Listen, listen.
We might need to call the ambulance.
Dude, I told her. I said,
She
"Do
she didn't
not."
eat the whole thing. She just took like a nibble. So I think some milk would be
I'm
fine.
just saying, like, if some people like to say that they can handle hot food and then they fuck around and find out. I don't know if
Yeah.
that was one of those situations, but I've seen it happen and it's not cool. Man. Like because I am a person that really likes hot food, but I also like am very cautious of how I approach it.
How hot, Em? How hot?
Like
How
it
hot do
can
you like your food?
be
Because
like
me, for example, I can
go ahead.
like what?
Oh, I thought you were gonna give an example.
Like I eat the whole like I eat the jalapeno itself.
Oh, okay. Like to me, that's kind of hot. Yeah, I mean, I can eat a jalapeno. I'm not saying that I don't feel the heat. I feel the heat. Some of that's just like, oh my goodness, right? But like,
Yeah.
I like I can take one of those like really terrible. And the thing is like I usually like to eat it with a savory food, right? So like hot chip challenge is not something interesting. But you give me a hot wing, I'll do it.
Oh, she's back. A hot wing.
Yeah, you give me a hot wing, I'll take as long as I know that I'm not gonna like literally die from it.
Mm-hmm.
I'll do it. I don't give a fuck about hot wing. I went to this place like I went to a few different places. Buffalo Wild Wings ain't shit. Like they have a crazy hot wing called Blazing. Like I can sit down and eat 6 of those. That's not that's not a problem. I'll be feeling it, but it's not like the worst thing I've ever eaten, right? There's 2 different places I went to that were absolutely ridiculous. This place called Quaker Steak, which is actually
Steak
named
Lube.
after an oil.
Yeah.
Have you heard of that place, Matt?
I remember my dad eating the hot wings there, and he's just as like a challenge, and
Yeah,
my
it's a
dad
challenge,
was
yeah.
not feeling it.
I used to be
He
super
was not
confused
feeling
because
that.
Quaker Steak and Lube, and I was like, that's not a place I'd eat at.
Yeah, those.
the wings are
Go ahead,
good.
Matt.
It's just that the wings are good. It's just that hot wing is just it's fucking hot, dude.
Mm-hmm. They make you sign a waiver. to eat that shit as well. There's this other place that
Sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's this place
I
that
need
was
to
even
eat
worse
that.
than that place called in Omaha, Nebraska, called Pizza Gourmet. They're not around anymore. They closed down, sadly. They closed down on one of the times I was going there to actually eat another 6 of their wings. But I tell you what, when I get there, I get a 6, but I can only eat one at a time. Those things are bad. Those things are bad. Like I ate I ate one of those wings and like I could feel the sweat dripping inside my hair.
No, what you got to do is you
Like,
go to
that shit was
an Indian restaurant. But you got to go to the Indian restaurant where all the Indians go to. And then the menu only goes up to like a 6 maybe, but you ask for a 10. An Indian 10. And they look at you like, "You sure?" And you're like,
I can do it.
"Mhm." The worst part isn't going in. Yeah, your eyes water, your lips swell up and burn, your nose hurts, you runs, all that pain. You start sweating, cold sweats. But when it comes out, that's the real pain.
You know it's bad when you got to eat it with a paper towel on your fingers. I'll tell you that much. Like I said, it's all about how you go into it. Is how you're gonna feel after you bite it. Because I tell you what, if you don't have a good drink of water and like prepare yourself to not cough, because if you cough, it's over. If you cough, it's fucking over. It's like a UFC fight. It's fucking over as soon as you cough. So yeah.
Not water. You gotta have beer, milk, or a
that's
mango
for
latte.
I mean that's for after you eat it, but I'm talking about before you eat. Clear. Be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Because if you have a little piece of pepper that makes you cough or sneeze, or it's over. It's over. You're gonna feel like you need to go to the hospital.
God.
Yeah.
I've got some super duper hot ghost pepper seasoning. I got that shit in my eyes once. I was out for about an hour and a half. I was in my room with a hot with a hot rag over my eyes, just yelling. It was terrible.
So if you ever cook, do not spill the pepper on the burner.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Did that once. Had to like immediately start choking. Had to drop to the ground and crawl out of my apartment.
I feel like you got maced.
It was everywhere. I was like inhaling it. I was like, "Woo!" It's the most uncomfortable like 30 seconds of my life. I was like, "I gotta get out of here."
I just think of that episode of Hot Ones with Idris Elba. I think it was on like the last wing, and he coughed. He was doing fine, but then he coughed, and he's like, "What the fuck? What the fuck?"
And that was it.
Yep. Once you cough, it's over. The game is over. It's not fun anymore once you cough. It's not.
Oh man.
We go to bed and have fever fucking dreams after you cough.
Kind of went down a dark alley there. Cozy, how are you feeling? How did you calm everything down?
She looks fine.
Oat milk.
Oat milk. All right. It's just that the way you left abruptly, people were sending out prayers.
So it was a lot. I expected it to be mildly spicy because usually when I accidentally dry out peppers, they're only mildly spicy, but it's not mildly spicy.
Yep.
All right. Dear Easy, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says, so are we expecting people not to eat all they can at an all-you-can-eat buffet? Imagine paying to pig out but not pigging out. So this is about it's about Game Pass, essentially.
100%. Get what you
pay for the value.
Get more than what you pay for. If you're not trying to get more than what you pay for, then what are you doing?
Yeah. you're not doing a good job. So definitely, especially where gaming is concerned, I'm one of the people that will definitely tell you, if you pay for Game Pass, please go and pig out. Obviously, you can't do it if you pay for PS Plus because it's not much of a buffet. Am I
I
right?
mean,
Anyways,
it's a buffet, but it's
hey,
like a buffet of like diet vegan food.
Like to me,
is,
it's a buffet
is
that
it even
doesn't
true,
rotate.
Cozy?
It's a buffet that just doesn't rotate, really. Like it has minor rotations, but it's just like it rotates appetizers seemingly. It doesn't like rotate main courses. You don't get like a new steak from there or whatnot. You get like a nice new dessert, or you get a new fucking chips and dip or something. Like you don't get like the like the next big bad banger in there ever.
There's no ribs. There's no free drinks. It's just whatever, dog. Like, this is so you don't go hungry. All right, here's some slop from like the Matrix in the real world, some porridge or some shit, and it's cold, and there's no sugar. That's PS Plus. You won't die. You know,
He's so
as a
cold,
gamer,
man. I ain't gonna
you'll
disrespect
have
that.
something to you'll have something to press buttons to if you pay for PS Plus. All right, your heart won't pound. You won't get emotional. There's nothing exciting
Stop
here.
it.
Just
There's some good games in there,
It's just
man.
so you
Jeez
can play, just so you
Louise.
can say you've played a game.
Overcorrecting.
That's what PS Plus is. You know why it's not overcorrecting, Ham?
Why?
Ham, you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My camera.
All right. It's
I
like
hate
it's
this stuff.
like it's like it's like having a Datsun, right? Nothing wrong with a Datsun. It's a
You said a
vehicle.
Datsun. You said, man, that thing. They
There's
Not
don't
even a
even
plenty
call
wrong
them
used
with
one.
Datsun
it.
anymore.
There's
It's
plenty wrong
Nissan.
with that.
No, but it can, cozy, in terms of function, it can take you from home to work, work, gym, gym, back home. It can reliably do this every single day.
A lot
But
further
Reliable.
than your
but
horse can.
the if you show someone a Datsun that only sees the Datsun, it's a great deal. It is an excellent, excellent deal. And then you show them a Range Rover. The Datsun starts to look not so good. So that's why I'm saying this. I think my analogy, I think it works in terms of it's a terrible buffet, because if you look around and you see what the alternatives are, it's pretty bad. It's pretty fucking bad. AC Vic, welcome in. Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says, what's up? What's up? $10. So you take a bigger bite. Cozy.
What?
Don't do that.
$10?
Don't do that.
Cozy, put that shit on the floor. It's a
Yeah.
joke.
Oh.
Don't
Don't do
you
that.
dare.
Don't do that.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Vic,
Who's thinking
Vic,
about it?
I
Don't
need
do
the
it.
money.
You don't
I
need
I
to
need the
would
do
do
it.
money
it if
for
you
my
just said,
No,
I
Vaseline
dare
bag.
you.
No. I
That
need the
that's
money
a
for my for
so
my dream
Cozy
for my dream
challenges
car.
the challenger.
You're talking.
Seems like it.
I would do it.
I believe you.
Datsun are just Nissan.
Yeah.
Either way, Vic, I want that
They don't even
specific
call them
one, the
Datsuns
jalopy one.
anymore. Jeez Louise. They haven't called
I
them Datsuns forever.
Like
Yeah,
40 years.
I want the jalopy one, so you can see the disparity between Game Pass and PS Plus.
I
He
mean,
wants that
It's
Datsun truck.
it's because
it's incomparable.
that's not what they're invested in.
That's not the point. Cozy, you can sit there and tell me, oh, I'm not invested in doing sit-ups. That's why I don't have a six-pack. I don't give a fuck. Do you have a six-pack or not? What are you talking, bro? What are you talking about? No one cares that you're not invested in it. You suck at it. and you're still charging us for money. Shit. Anyways, I didn't want to turn this into a shitting on PS Plus segment.
You already did that.
Yeah,
You
you
didn't
did.
turn it into it. You did it.
I Oh my God. Cozy Beluga. AC Vic, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says, I don't play with my money. $15 now. Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
$15.
Cozy, don't do
Oh,
it.
do
I'm
it,
gonna
Don't do
go
Cozy.
get
that.
another glass of almond milk. I'll be back.
Don't.
Don't do
Oh
it.
no, this is she's walking the green mile.
Yeah.
She's
Damn it,
walking
Vic.
that green mile.
Damn it,
Well,
Vic.
go
We're
turn
trying
off
to
your
have a
ad
good
again.
time.
We're gonna end up being
We're
rich if
trying.
you keep doing that.
This is so messed up. Thank you, Dave
Live
Easy, for
stream
$2.
eating
Thank you for the $2
fossilized
donation. It
wings.
says Cozy live stream eating fossilized wings in 1080p.
That's
My
crazy.
goodness. My
This is a
goodness. All right.
mistake.
Yeah,
Cozy,
yeah.
this
Yeah.
is a
We kind of, I
Yeah.
wanted to say we stumbled into it,
We're
but
gonna
she's the
hear
one
her
that is.
snoring something fierce later on tonight in the chat. She's gonna be on that I ain't got no energy left snore.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's gonna sound
Vic,
scary.
thank you for the $2 super chat. Says devil smile emoji, and now we play the waiting game. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. This is out of hand. All right, this is out of hand. What's this? Ty is saying what? Some douchebag told me I should not play Expedition 33 on Game Pass because I'm not supporting the devs. I told him, listen, champ, Game Pass does not support the devs. I just use it because it's for the brokies. All right. I'm not gonna bite on that bait. I'm not gonna bite. That's bait. That is bait. Like this down here, that's bait. Cozy, are you ready?
Oat milk. Okay.
Are you ready?
She shouldn't be.
Oh
Shouldn't
my
want to
God.
make this mistake, Cozy. Look, the bird came in too late. Like, don't do it.
Ah.
God damn it. Why'd you do that, Vic?
Oh my God.
We're just gonna see Cozy fall out of her chair.
Cozy, are you okay?
Cozy's in a trance. She can't. She can't see or hear anymore.
That's too bad.
Are you alright, Cozy? Are you okay?
We're going to start seeing nose
No,
drool.
no, she's not okay.
Your face looks all fucked up. It's like scrunched up.
It's because she just ate a fucking 10-year-old pepper.
God damn.
I ain't got nothing to say.
After the show, just let's wire her the super chat because this is crazy.
I did it.
She did it.
Why can I feel my eyeballs sweating?
Please throw that away, Cozy. Please throw it away.
There she goes. Now she's coughing. Now she's coughing. Oh shit.
Oh my God. Oh shit.
See, you can't do that.
Vic,
You
shut the
just
fuck up. Vic is saying I wasn't serious. I'll pay you to stop. Oh, fuck off, Vic.
well,
Too late, motherfucker. God damn.
well, yeah, it's already happened.
She is sweating from her eyeballs now.
Oh
Who
man.
sweats from their eyeballs?
Thank you, I guess.
I need a minute. I need a minute. Oh,
It's
fuck.
just insane. I can't believe you ate that
Okay.
thing.
Okay.
Where did you say you found that? Like
Oh my
in your
god.
car seat or
So much
something?
coughing.
Under my car seat.
You found that under your car seat and you just took two big bites of it.
Whew.
Cozy, is your face red?
Probably a little.
I didn't I didn't know black people could turn red.
They yeah, they can.
Clearly.
When you do stuff like that,
Yeah? Yeah. God damn. Okay. Vic says
she
thank you,
needs
I
a couple
guess.
minutes.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you,
she
I
needs a
guess,
couple
is
minutes.
insane.
Yeah, Vic says thank you, I guess. He said he was fucking around. Oh, oh, oh.
She,
All right.
I've done stranger dares for less.
Right. Right. That was a wild detour. Wilder than usual. C for skills, welcome in. Yobi says, why are y'all letting her do this? We can't
I
do anything. We
hey
can't
hey
stop her. You
I
heard
wanted
us
to be
tell
on
her not
record.
to do it.
I told her at least 10 times on both occasions,
Dude.
do not do it. That's
Yeah.
not I told her. I tried. I can't I mean, I can't like unless I was there to actually knock it out of her hand, I can't do any more than I did.
We
So,
tried. Yobi, we tried via Wi-Fi. We tried. Dave Reezy, thank you so much for the $2. Says and clipped. Laughing emoji. Cozy, maybe just drink your milk. Just drink your milk and breathe.
yeah,
Try and breathe.
take a couple minutes, recuperate.
Yo, yeah. Also, Web Dave is right. Just oh my God. C for skills. Why did you automatically go there? What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you, C for skills? Oh my
It
goodness.
gave me
Anyway.
cold sweats.
Yeah.
No more hot sauce on the show. All right. No more hot sauce. We're done. Done.
No
No,
more
no more.
fossilized peppers.
Yes. Yes.
Well, it's mostly gone. I ate the entire thing almost.
Yeah, throw the rest away.
Yeah. Throw it away. Throw
I
it
want
away.
to see if I can
Throw it
grow.
away before someone. No.
No,
Throw
you
it, throw it
don't.
away before someone in the super chats offers more money for you to eat it. Throw it away,
Don't.
Cozy. Put it in the
Throw
bin.
that shit away. Flush it down a toilet or something. I don't know. Do something, dude. Get that out of there. Get that
All
out of
right.
your fucking hands.
All right. Let's get back to Clay Obscured because feels like this whole podcast is getting obscured by the hot sauce. Uh,
Oh man.
okay. All right. Ham, the story setup. Um, I'm assuming you're having a good time with the story, but do you think they're going to stick the landing? Like, do you
Ham, you're
think by the
muted.
time we're done? Oh, you're muted. We still can't hear you, Ham.
Oh man, I don't,
There you go.
Louise. It's
There you
one
go.
thing after another. This PC, I don't know, man.
Deep breaths, brother. Deep breaths.
But anyways, no, the story has been amazing so far. I, I think it's gonna stick the landing. Yeah, I
Yeah.
wouldn't see why not. I mean, they have. Well, see, to me, it depends on like what comes with, like if they do like a saving aspect of like you like you're the last and you guys make it through everything. That's cool, but like
Mm.
I think it'd be really cool as well as if we didn't quite make it, but we almost did or something like that. And then like
Jeez,
the next expedition has to come through or something like that.
you
But
want
we laid them
everyone to die. Jeez.
I'm cool with either one, but it has me thinking of those type of endings so far, and I don't know. I feel like they'll nail it, or they probably did nail it. I just have to get to it.
You just have to get to it. Makes sense. Makes sense. Rachie says this podcast was 3% about the game. The rest was cozy with the hot sauce. Dear Easy, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says cozy OnlyFans for research purposes, of course. I guess we need a response from Cozy.
I don't have an OnlyFans. I should. It'd be
Yeah,
entirely me eating weird things, though.
probably. What else
That
did you
would be
think it
funny.
would be, Cozy? What else? Of course, it's you
I
eating
take
weird
I
stuff.
take requests like find this weird thing and eat it.
Or people could send you stuff.
That sounds scary.
No, does it sound scary, Ham?
That would
I
make
don't
it
know.
weirder. I mean, the danger is part of the fun.
Yeah, they
I
send
mean,
you some good old
hey,
laced
Cozy,
food.
I made you these homemade Kit Kat bars. Why don't you check these? Why don't you check these out?
Don't make a laugh, man. She's gonna start coughing again.
That's true. That's true, actually.
I made it with water.
Oh man, man.
I'm telling you, don't do it, Cozy.
I would drink someone's bathwater for money.
Oh my god!
Oh, God
Fuck
damn.
out of here!
That's not good.
What is wrong with you?
Talking to someone who ate a worm for extra credit.
Worm?
How'd
I
you get
can-
extra credit for
understand.
eating a worm?
We read how to eat fried worms, and then the teacher said you get extra credit if you ate a worm.
I'm sorry. I'd
That's
take
insane.
a worm over drinking somebody's bathwater.
Yeah, not
I
even
mean,
close,
they're
really.
pure protein.
It's not
They're pure
close.
protein.
That's how you
I've-
bolster your immune system.
No,
I've
There's
probably,
other
to
things
be
do
real,
to make my immune system stronger. I don't
to
need
be
to
real,
drink
I've
some of that
probably
stuff.
eaten a worm when I was little when we went fishing with live
I
bait.
mean,
I've
if we're
probably
being
eaten a worm.
technically, we all drink bathwater.
Yeah, but I've never intentionally
No,
gone to my fridge
Cozy.
to reach for some
Hold on,
bathwater.
Matt. Hold on. I cannot, because you said we all drink bathwater.
Yeah, the same way we all
It's
drink
like-
dinosaur pee.
Oh, okay, yeah, true.
It's just more direct from the source.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I'm not doing that, though.
Sorry.
All right,
That's
fine.
not
You know what?
crazy.
Clearly, this is where the pod is leaning towards, and
I
I know
always
how
eat the
to read a
worm in
room.
the bottom of
So-
the bottle.
All right.
It has
Bottom
a
of
nice
the
little
bottle.
pop and a burst of extra flavor in your mouth.
Yeah.
I don't that.
It's called funk.
What color is it? What color is it?
This
Pure
funky
funk.
taste.
It's just murky. It can be any color. It's just murky.
What color is it? Funk. That's what color it
It just
is.
looks cloudy. Some cloudy ass water.
All right. So
Oh man.
Cozy's OnlyFans will be her eating weird stuff. Matt, what's your OnlyFans? Obviously, it can't be you
My
playing video games.
OnlyFans is me eating a Slim Jim right now.
No, I'm saying, right? Cozy's thing that's
Yeah.
not video games that people are gonna pay for to watch her do is eat weird
Mhm.
stuff. What's your
Yeah.
OnlyFans?
I don't know. I have to think
Think
about
about
that.
it. Think about it. Ham, if there's an OnlyFans that you can make and you'd make like $1 million a month, what would you do with your with your OnlyFans besides play video games on it?
Fuck if I know, man. God damn, that's fucking weird. You're asking
Yeah,
me
that's
to
a-
think of some
It's
sort
That's
of
not
a question.
fucking
It's not weird. It's not
Oh.
weird, dude. You know that website used to have people that would do like carpentry, people that would read books. That website was very wholesome at the beginning.
Vic.
People that used to eat, like what Cozy is proposing as well. I'm just
You
saying.
know what I do? I play bass guitar, and
No,
I take requests for songs that are way out of my skill level to play just to do
Yes.
it. Just to do it.
I'd pay you to play Hotel California, Matt.
I'd pay you to I'd send you um new still wrapped Nintendo games to open up and lick.
Okay, I found something I do.
There you go.
What, Cozy?
Have you ever licked
Matt
a
licking
Switch
those
game?
games.
Oh
What,
man, did
Cozy?
Have
Say
you
it
ever
again.
licked a Switch
You
game?
do what?
Have you have you ever
Loke
licked
looks like
I would pay
what's
him to
happening?
lick Switch games, but if you've never licked a Switch game,
Oh
Bro!
you don't
no, man, that
understand.
looks wild.
They're absolutely nasty.
Oh, I look wild. What she said wasn't wild. I
Wait,
look wild.
I couldn't
Cozy,
hear it over your head,
Cozy, did you just say if you've never
blocking
licked
out
a
the
Switch
sound.
game?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, Cozy, I've never licked a Switch game. Look,
No,
have you ever licked a Switch game, Look?
I have never licked a Switch game, Matt. Thanks for
No.
asking.
Mental.
No, I'm
Mental,
just
have
telling
you
you. If you lick a Switch
no,
game, you'll
no.
understand. They
I
taste
Huh.
nasty.
yeah, no, I've never licked a Switch game. That
I
They
would
taste nasty.
imagine I would imagine it probably wouldn't taste great just because it's not edible or food at all.
Well, no, the metal
Yeah.
contacts, it's like my friend best described it when he was like, it tastes
Cozy,
like a
don't try and
battery
defend
pooped in my
this.
mouth.
Don't try and defend this because when you sit there and you say it tastes disgusting, everyone's question is, all right, which games taste delicious
No, but
when you lick them?
so Nintendo puts like a bitterant on the Switch carts.
oh, to keep kids from
Sticking them,
chewing on
yeah.
them, probably. Yeah, I reckon them. That makes sense.
Tastes really they don't just taste like, oh, it's plastic. It tastes gross.
Nice.
I mean, that's probably a good thing.
So when was the
Probably.
last time you licked a Switch game, Cozy?
Uh Probably a year ago.
See, this
Okay.
is the peak content that you could put on your Switch on your OnlyFans account. Mental. Sorry,
You
Ham finally came up with something that he would put up on his OnlyFans account. Go ahead, man. Ham.
Is this
Got
what
a
I've
big
walked
beat.
into?
yes. You've missed one hell of a show
You not hear
so
me?
far. Yeah, we hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, we can hear
man.
you.
Oh
Did you not hear
shoot!
what I said?
I gotta go.
Didn't hear what you said, but we hear you.
Yeah, we hear you, Ham.
I said I'd make beats.
Ooh,
There you go.
what software? What software?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's what I do.
all right, interesting. Mental, welcome. How you doing? What you been playing this past week?
Uh, well, I finished my my run through Doom Eternal, so I'm actually playing a Plague Tale because I never finished that game, so I started fresh. Because the first time I was playing through it, I kind of got stuck at one point. I don't know. I was playing something else at the time, and I kind of just lost interest and never finished it. So yeah, second playthrough, I cruised past that spot and couldn't figure out why I got stuck. Just I guess wasn't paying attention. So yeah, anyway, I'm playing that right now and quite enjoying it actually. And then I'm gonna play Doom 3 probably on my OG Xbox and hopefully get that done before Doom Dark Ages comes out.
All right,
Just for fun.
all right.
Yeah.
Have you seen Expedition 33? Why aren't you playing it? What are your thoughts?
Well, I watched a bit of Ham's playing gameplay of it, and it looked terrible. Like I don't know what Ham was doing. I'm just kidding. It's
Ah,
just not my style of game. It's the,
What?
it's the yeah. I don't know. I don't like turn-based combat, and I don't know. I just that's why I'm not playing it, and I don't
But
have
this
Game
one's a
Pass,
hybrid.
right?
Have you
So
seen it? Have you seen that it's a
well,
hybrid
yeah. I
turn-based?
like I say, I watched Ham's play there a little bit, and I don't know. I just it looks like an interesting game. Maybe I'll pick it up one day, but for now, like I say, don't have Game Pass anymore, and so therefore it's not even on the try list at the moment.
Damn.
I'm a
All
cheap
right.
bastard, so I'm playing a lot of old games. I'm trying to work through my backlog of stuff that I have and didn't play. So yeah,
Okay. I wouldn't say
that's
cheap.
what I'm
I
doing.
would just say focused.
Yeah, well, and I did buy Doom the Dark Ages and got the deluxe edition for early access and all that crap. So
Yeah.
that's what I'm looking forward to. That could probably end up being my game of the year. I don't know of anything coming out that I'm more looking forward to than that game. So hopefully it doesn't disappoint me, but I don't think it will. ID's never let me down in the past, so
Yeah, probably not.
yeah,
Probably not.
looks
But
crazy.
it's just, yeah, it looks hectic. And if you look at the past performance,
Yeah,
if you could bet on game success or failure, I would say put $100 on Doom.
yeah.
It'll do pretty well.
Oh yeah, I think so. I think it'll be good. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I've been up to.
All right. So what you walked into, right? A little bit of lore for this episode.
Sounds terrifying.
Ate. Cozy just ate an 8-year-old jalapeno.
It wasn't a
Oh,
jalapeno. It'd been
What,
fine
what,
if it
what was it?
was.
It was
It
the
was a
Carolina
habanero.
Reaper.
Oh, was it the Carolina Reaper?
I thought
oh,
you just said it was. I thought you said it was Carolina Reaper.
I don't know which it was. It was either habanero or Carolina Reaper, but it does make sense because it wasn't stubby on the end. So I think you're right. It was a
I think
Carolina
it
Reaper.
was probably habanero.
Habaneros are
habanero
stubby on
has
the
a
end.
they have a very
It was.
distinct
This was
taste.
pointy on the end.
I'm just considering how long you were feeling it. It wasn't very long.
Okay.
It,
Maybe it's because it's 8 years old.
Yeah, it was. It was old.
Hmm.
Don't make that face, man. So anyway, mental. She ate it, right? Live on stream. And
And just why
It's a
was
good
there a
question.
reason,
It's a good
or
question.
uh
She
you
just
no
know what?
because?
Can you
no
not
reason.
pull out the dad voice on me? I don't like
Well, no,
it.
No
I'm wondering, like, what did you lose a bet, like,
nope.
or it just was
no,
just because?
no. Can you see the super chatter on the screen? Vic, right? Again, thank you for
Okay.
the $2 super chat. Says, "Am I the destructor of podcasts? Sorry, not sorry." Smiling devil emoji. So it's his fault.
I
It's
think
all
so.
his fault. Because he just showed it the thing to us, and she
Oh,
took a
okay.
nibble. And she took a nibble and was like, "Oh my god, it's terrible." She even disappeared, right, for about
Yeah.
5 minutes. When she comes back, Vic, right here, sends a super chat saying, "Take a big bite,"
Oh
and I'll
boy.
super chat $15.
Well, at first he
So it
said
was kind of a
$10, and then
dare.
he said 15
Oh
now.
yeah. First he said $10. Me and Matt were like, "Cozy, don't do it," and then she didn't, and then he was like, "All right, $15, let's go."
And I still said,
Jeez.
don't do it.
I think we all
Well,
said don't do it.
we all said don't do it.
Yeah.
And to Cozy, that
Uh,
no means no doesn't mean no to Cozy. So
She was like, "It's $15, guys. It's $15." So yeah, mental. She ate it, and it was a hell of a time. And the
nice.
chat was real. The chat suggested Cozy doing OnlyFans, eating weird stuff, and then like the conversation really, like I just read the room. The conversation was
Oh
definitely
boy.
leaning into the OnlyFans section. So Matt would play bass guitar. Ham would make beats. What would you do, mental, if you could open an OnlyFans tomorrow and put any content on there that's not playing video games and make $1 million a month? What are you putting on there that you know you're gonna have fun with?
Oh man. I have no idea. I was gonna say, oh, I could cook chili and spaghetti and stuff with my beef and What? I don't know. You threw in the $1 million a month thing. There's no way people would pay me to watch that. So I don't know.
No, no.
No,
As
but you're
long as it's
going
something
to.
you enjoy, dude, it doesn't matter.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'd cook some food then or something. If I'm not
There
allowed
you
to
go.
do like computer stuff or something like that, I'd probably do that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no, no,
But
no nerd stuff. No nerd stuff. That's easy
yeah,
for us, right?
yeah.
Dear Easy,
Then
thank
I'd
you so
probably
much.
cook.
Thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says how much of that ancient wing you got left, Cozy? Dear Easy, stop it. Stop it. She's not in any condition to eat anything else on today's show. All right? No, we're not doing it.
I'll
She's
definitely be
not doing
watching the replay. Actually, what was the visual like?
Definitely.
Hold on here. I might just scroll back in the old stream here so I can see the
it.
reaction.
Oh
Did you put her
man.
Well,
full screen or anything?
the first time she ate it, she freaked out, got up and ran to get something to drink. The second time she ate it, which was a bigger bite, she just completely shut
She was
down
ready.
and got very still for about 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay, I see her showing it
Started
on
sweating from
screen.
her eyeballs, right, Cozy? The eyeballs.
Yeah, that thing looks nasty.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
would. The thought would never cross my mind. I'm going to put this in my mouth. Like that
yeah.
just.
And that's why you don't have a successful OnlyFans, Mental.
I guess so. I guess
You didn't
that's
take
it.
notes from
Okay, yeah,
Cozy.
there I see her taking that little bite. Oh,
Yeah,
there's the reaction. Bird almost dies.
that
Um,
one was free. That one was free. And later
I love
on,
the casual chew at the start. Oh, I'm just the.
that did
uh,
not go well.
yeah, she's gone. She's gone.
Yeah.
Let's see where she come back. There, she's back. Drinking some water. It looks like.
Oat milk.
Oat milk. Okay, milk. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Coat the stomach a bit. Man, so like I used to eat those ghost pepper chips all the time. They were pretty
Hmm.
hot, but I wouldn't just eat like if that's a habanero or whatever it was. I wouldn't just do that. But like those ghost pepper chips are a lot of people can't even take a small nibble of them, and I'd eat a whole bag of those. But
I mean, I
I'm
was
not.
always a flaming hot kid, so.
Yeah, I like spicy, but I'm not dumb.
Um.
No offense.
As as he offends, he says no
Yeah.
offense. Of course,
Yeah,
of
that
course.
was totally intentional the way I worded that. But crazy. Well,
Crazy,
trying to
crazy.
get to the point where she eats that large bite.
Oh man. It. Okay. While you look for it, Matt,
So,
you've played a bit of this game. I'm
bit
curious.
of what?
From
The clip score?
yeah, Clear Obscure. Dude, we're
Yeah,
trying to make the pod about the game. Like I'm
I'm
trying.
ready.
I'm doing my
Let's
best here.
do it. Let's do it.
All right. Um, what games do you think Expedition 33 clearly drew inspiration from? And do you think
Oh,
it
that's
evolved
really
past it?
tough for me to answer because, like, I would imagine that it draws a lot of inspiration from other turn-based games that came before it. I'm the wrong person to ask about that because turn-based is not my thing.
Mm.
I did see somebody, and I agree with them. Not from a gameplay perspective, but I did see somebody just say aesthetically, it reminds them a lot of Dishonored, and I agree with that.
Really?
Dishonored 2, specifically
I've never
Dishonored
played
2.
any of the
Yes,
Dishonored games.
you should.
What?
I mean, do you like stealth
Oh,
games?
get in there, man.
Uh, yeah, I do like stealth games.
You should play Dishonored.
You can get them for
Uh,
like $2 on Steam.
yeah, they're very cheap, very
Yeah.
cheap.
All right. I'll look to buy them sometime next year because I'm not gonna lie to anyone or myself. Titanfall was the last game, Matt. That was the last game that you pressured me to buy, even though I know I'm not going to play it.
I don't think that's true.
You're not
because
gonna catch me slipping. Not again. Carl Classic
that's
Cage
not
welcome
true.
in says, I don't know who's cuter, Cozy or the bird. It's the bird. It's the bird. You know, Cassie. It's honestly the bird.
Let her know.
Really?
We all know it's the bird. Check. She's even posing. Check. Fuzzy
Damn.
says, I don't see the Dishonored comparison at all. Getting a
I'm
mallet,
saying
wearing speedos
aesthetically.
and boots, and destroying drywall in a house every week. Turn on OnlyFans.
Like
That's not a bad
even
OnlyFans, X-Men.
even that part that you're on right there,
Yeah.
that reminds me kind of like that reminds me kind of the Clockwork Mansion from Dishonored 2 aesthetically. So I can see the Dishonored comparison.
Okay. Ham, you've played more of this game. What I'd asked Matt is, what games do you think Expedition 33 clearly drew inspiration from? And he said Dishonored. What
Oh
do you
wow.
think?
Well, I said I
Um,
saw somebody say that, and I don't entirely disagree with it.
Okay.
well, the movement kind of reminds me of Persona, to be honest. Like
Okay.
just like the movement around, like walking and running, a little bit kind of reminds me a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I see other games that it kind of reminds me of. I don't know. It does a good job of not really reminding me of too much.
Okay.
I mean,
So the reason why I thought of this one is because I had a heated argument with Oshus a week or two ago, and he was complaining about games that take inspiration from other games, specifically Souls likes, and
Huh.
go on to make their own games.
You
And
had a
I have a
disagreement with
problem.
Oshus? That's so
Yeah.
weird.
Oh,
Uh,
I said to him at the time, I think it's a dumb take because, like the saying goes, there's nothing new under the sun. If everyone has to come up with new fighting mechanics, new everything for every new game that comes out, no one's ever going to make another game ever again.
Yeah,
So
I agree with that.
yeah, that's also like one of the best things. And I would imagine talking kind of on my
cheers, next
ass,
man.
but like I would imagine being a game dev, that's one of the best things is being inspired by something and then being able to create something that is that but your own twist on it. It's it's that's how games are like someone played the first video game ever and said, "That's fucking awesome. I want to do something like that." And it just kept snowballing and snowballing, and that's why we get awesome games is because people are inspired by games that came before.
That's what I
True.
said.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Ham, you're not
Makes
bothered with
perfect
the fact
sense.
that this game is not 100% original.
well, what are we saying isn't original?
The fact that it's turn-based, the party system, the campaign setup as well, the boss fights,
So I
even the
just
menu
gotta.
system. Even the menu system, people have pointed out to, like when you're choosing your next attack or whatever, the menu where you see like your skills, basic attack, blah blah blah. It's reminiscent of Persona and even Metaphor. So
Okay, those two are made by the same developer.
no, I'm saying this one specifically, right, has a whole bunch of things that you can pick. Like, okay, this Final Fantasy, this from Sega with Metaphor, this from there, this, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah, but I mean, you could do that with almost any game ever,
yup.
Exactly.
right? So, like, I feel personally like the game is doing a lot on its own in the sense of how they present it and what they do with it. But as for are they creating a new genre? No. But like but I like the way that they're showcasing this story. I think it's really good. And the way that I can play in between, they have things I can do in this game that I can't do in other games. Just like just like back in the day when we played, True Crime Streets LA, we knew there was another game that was very much like it that kind of more or less kicked off the genre more than anything else did. But I mean, to me, the bottom line is does it push the genre forward? To me, and this does. This does push the genre forward. Elden Ring, everyone just used that as like this big deal. Nothing in that game you're doing is new. Nothing. There is nothing in Elden Ring that is new other than some of the extra things that you can do in that game that you can't quite do in the other games. That's the only thing that makes it. But riding a horse isn't new. Fucking having to beat a boss to get to the next to the next big open area. That's not new. Opening doors and going into creepy ass extra open world places. Nothing that Elden Ring really did was new, but the way they laid it out for you to feast upon it was a banger. And that's all that this game is doing. Like, I don't understand the need for something to have to be a new genre type of game for it to be labeled as good to some people. That doesn't make any sense to me, because most people's favorite thing is the same old repetitive shit that they loved before. Most people's favorite shit is the same shit they've done before in something else. Matt loves Oblivion. Why? Loves Skyrim. Why? Because he loves RPGs. It's he just likes the genre. So like they're to me, they brought the genre forward. They put what is it called? Like dodging, jumping, parrying into a game where you usually just sit there and expect an attack to happen and you can't do anything about it. Like this, I can actually do something about it every time somebody attacks me. I haven't got to a point, and I'm sure there is a point where there's just like a no dodge situation. I'm sure there is at some point, but it's still different. And we know now if we see another game do it, we're gonna be like, Claire Obscure. Yeah. So I think that's crazy to be like, oh man, they didn't do nothing new. Yeah, they did. Because if you play another game that does something like them, they're going to be the first person you think of.
Hold on, Fuzzy's saying that the action-based turn-based combat is right out of Mario RPG from 1996. Nintendo did that 30 years ago. What? Cozy, you're the Nintendo goddess here. Does Mario RPG have these mechanics where if when an enemy is attacking on their turn, you can dodge or counter, and when you're attacking, you can add more like emphasis or more power to your damage by timing
I don't remember about the counter, but I do remember the dodge and the attack. I mean, Nintendo has you've never played a Mario RPG? Oh yeah.
I haven't played Mario since NES, Cozy. Come on.
I'll talk to you afterward because it's not something I can say. What you call it? But there's easy way to play a Mario RPG game.
Okay, we can talk after. Oh, geez. We're getting berated by the chat. Rachie says you guys are weird. You didn't even know. Fuzzy says it's even more interactive in Mario RPG. All right. Apologies. All right, we haven't played every game that's ever existed. Apparently,
And
this mechanic
regardless,
is not new.
and regardless if we have or not, what does that matter? It wasn't popular enough for us to know about it. Who put it on the map? That's what matters, right? At the end of the day, it's who did it the best. And right now, this is a must-play
Ham's
game.
quoting Drake now.
Right now, it's a
quoting Drake
must-play
now.
game. And everybody is using that as one of the reasons they love it. Sorry, Mario RPG didn't scream it from the top of the of the rooftops, but Claire Obscure did.
I mean, honestly, I don't think they really had to. I think it's getting a lot of praise, but Mario RPG has been done its thing. And it's a Mario game, so it stands where it stands. I always think there's always room for more games to utilize great and fun mechanics. Even if another game did it.
All right. Okay. Yobi says it's the greatest game he ever played. What? Oh, it's the greatest Mario game he ever played. All right. Whew. All right. So we learned something today. Geez, where was I? Supporting the devs. No, we already talked about this. All right, the hype. All right, the hype. Matt, I almost feel like it's unfair because you haven't put in that much time.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to know from you first before we go to Ham if you think the hype is too much for Expedition 33 because everyone's talking about masterpiece. This game of the year. That. Do you think it's fair?
Yeah. I mean, if the thing is, if people are talking about it like that, if everyone who plays it unanimously agrees that it's great, then it's probably great. I
Yeah,
think
but from what you've
it's.
played, is it actually great?
I don't. I like. I've played an hour. I've really enjoyed what I've played. But again, I feel like an asshole getting on here talking about how great the game is when I don't have really any experience with it. I think again, what I played was yeah, it was great. What I played was great. The hour I played was great. And I would say that if everybody seems to be in agreement that it's deserving of the praise it's getting, first of all, that's a good thing, and second of all, it's probably worth the praise that it's getting. If that's the case.
Okay. All right. Ron
That
slash
part with
no.
Paticus with Paticus Prime. That part.
Yeah.
That part.
So all of your Mario RPG fans are getting a Switch 2, LOL.
Right?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
I'm just saying it's so great. You need that, bro. You can get that Switch 2 and get the best way to play it.
You and Prime like stirring the pot. He's
Absolutely.
right. You guys like
I'm
stirring
stir
the
it a
pot.
little bit more. Absolutely.
And
So none of you guys got a Switch 2?
I don't.
Nah.
There's no Animal Crossing. Why would I get a Switch 2 if they're not giving me Animal Crossing?
Fair enough.
Wise offered me
I
one.
already have one console
I'm
that I
good.
sit and wait for stuff to come out on.
God damn.
Yeah.
I don't need to add it.
Leave the
add it.
PlayStation alone, Ham.
Yeah, I could have got one. They weren't selling like hotcakes here. It was easy enough to add one to my cart and go through checkout and then just decide nah. So
Yeah. I didn't even have the thought to try to get one. I just don't really care at the moment.
yeah, I am not on my list of things to do either.
Wise Old Gamer tried to send me one. I was like, nah, man, I'm good. Thanks, appreciate it, but I'm good. If I'm gonna be spending money on any consoles, it's probably not going to be a Nintendo if those
It'll be
prices are going to persist.
it'll be PS6, right? But no.
Probably, probably getting the PS6. Probably, yeah. That's a safe bet to make.
Hmm. Yeah, I
Uh,
kind of figured you would.
yeah, yeah.
There's better than average chance I'll get one too, but we'll see.
I'm not saying I ain't getting one. I'm planning on getting one when there's a lot of things that I want to play on it. But
Yeah,
right now there's a
yeah,
couple of things that are announced. But I don't know. That's a lot of money to spend on hoping to play a couple of things, and I'm not even sure if I'm going to be excited once I start to play those things. So I'd rather have like kind of a lot to play and get it.
yeah, yeah. I'm with you there. Like I was quite happy. I waited a couple years to get a PS5. At least there was a few games to play. But the more I think about it, the generations really sucked for Sony. They just haven't had much other than remasters and a few sequels. There hasn't been a lot of goodness there for PlayStation, but I'm still enjoying the
What do you think
console.
of the Yote announcement?
I didn't hear it. What was the latest on that?
It's not
Is
really
it delayed or something?
no,
Or
no.
Oh,
There's
there
just
you
there's
go.
just a trailer for it. It was
oh,
like a
okay,
30-second trailer. I tell
yeah.
you what, that trailer was
The
very
release date.
uninspired.
See, I still got to finish Ghost of Tsushima. I kind of fell away from the game. I got bored.
What?
Yeah, I know. I know.
That's interesting. But I
Yeah.
mean, yeah,
You know what? It's the open world thing. I just
I get it. I get
I
it.
don't know, man. It wears me down, and I get bored with the whole thing of
It's
running
one
all
of
over the
the
place.
it's one of the
I
most
don't know.
beautiful open world games
Yeah,
ever
it's a good
made.
looking game. It's a good looking game, no doubt. But doesn't mean I have to finish it. Because
No, I get
Yeah.
that.
yeah,
I 100% get that. I mean, because that's how I feel with Assassin's Creed games.
yeah,
Like Assassin's Creed Shadows, like I enjoy that game, but every time I turn it on, it's just like a big, deep sigh. Just like,
yeah. Like, do I really want to do this right now? And that's like I tried firing up Ghost of Tsushima again before I started going into Plague's Tale, and man, I don't know. I played for about 15 minutes and shut her down and decided I'd play something else.
You
I
know
just
what the
don't have it
problem
in me.
really is? Did you have this problem with Cyberpunk?
No.
Okay, let me tell you what the problem is.
RPG.
Cyberpunk also has a super open world, not just RPG,
Yeah.
but you don't care about those characters.
Yeah. Must be it. Maybe. I don't know.
Because I'll give you a good example. Unfortunately, well, you guys haven't played the game, but Matt, you guys have played until the gommage happens in Expedition 33.
Yep.
There is a death that happens in Expedition 33 mental. It happens in less than 20 minutes after you've
Uh
started
huh.
the game,
Uh huh.
and it is hard to take. You've
In just
barely
20
played this
minutes?
game. I'm telling you, you've barely played this game. You barely know these people. There is a death very early in the game, and it hits you. Obviously, not you're not rolling, crying like a pathetic ball, right? But it does hit you. I feel
Huh.
like a lot of games, especially the modern ones, struggle with creating that connection between the player.
Yeah. I mean, I've played Cyberpunk 3 times. Like I did all
Yeah.
three character classes, right? And yeah, there's definitely just more interest in that game for me. The gameplay in
You could
like
say,
Ghost of
in
Tsushima
fact,
is
not even you could say, Ghost of Tsushima is smaller than Cyberpunk. It's way shorter than Cyberpunk.
yeah. I think it's just the variety in Cyberpunk. Like you can play the game so many different ways, and you just don't have that. Like there's, I'm maybe I'm just bored of that swordplay gameplay loop. I don't know, But
Oh
I'll
yeah, you're
finish.
bored of swordplay, but you're not bored of shooting guns in Cyberpunk, dude. It's not even the game loop, bruh. If you don't care about what's happening
Yeah,
and the people
I don't
on the
know.
screen, then there's no
Yeah,
motivation to do anything.
yeah, could be.
Live
I don't know.
supremacy, welcome in.
I'm not sure. I guess I could turn on my PS5 and see how much I've played of it, but
It's
yeah, I don't
fine.
know.
If it didn't click with you, it's fine. For me, that's why I'm not even super into Ghost of Yote right now. Because I was so invested in Ghost of Tsushima. The idea of Ghost of Yote hasn't,
I
yeah.
didn't even know it was out. Like, or it's not out, right? Like you're just talking in the
No, it's not
trailers
out.
and stuff. Yeah.
No, it's
Okay.
not
Yeah,
out.
just a
It
It
comes
trailer.
got
out
a
in
release date.
October.
Okay.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
announced.
Yeah.
So I'm
Uh,
about a third of the way through Ghost of Tsushima, 32% through it. And that's
All
all I
right.
made it. And it's like with Assassin's Creed games. The last time I finished one was Black Flag. I own a lot of them, but I just don't finish them. I'll play for a while and then that's it. I think the one I got through the most of was Origins, probably since then. I think I played about 50% of that,
I hate
roughly.
Like a
the new
game.
Assassin's Creed.
Yeah. So,
I just
have
don't
any of
think
you
I'm
guys finished
into the
Shadows or?
world of Assassin's Creed. Like every
What?
time I
Any?
try to play, even if it's dope, like Assassin's Creed Shadows is dope. It's a lot of fun when I'm like in the battles and stuff like that. I just get tired of going to the battles, finding and doing like some of the off main mission stuff in that game is just so uninteresting to me.
Yeah, and
And
you're
there's a
kind of
lot of
Most
forced
of
to
it
do
has.
it, right? Because
Most
you
of
have
it
to
has.
level up more, or because that's their typical thing. They force you to do stuff that you don't necessarily care about or don't necessarily want to do, but you have to do it because you need to level up or get some insignificant thing from it that is required for the next phase. I'm just so done with that. Like, I don't know.
For me, I'm not even. I I don't think it's that. I think for me, it's like whenever I turn on the game, I partially get turned off seeing that I haven't beat the other ones,
Mm,
right? And there's like every time you turn on the game, there's the reminder of it showing you the time that you're in, right? And you can see all the other times. And I tell you what, I don't know how many times I've opened up Assassin's Creed Shadows and thought, man, I didn't beat Valhalla. And it kind of
uh,
it doesn't exactly
It
put
scratches
me
away at you slowly.
you know what I
yeah.
mean. It kind of like whether it is doing it on purpose or not, which I feel like it totally is, right? Because it's almost like if you enjoy it, get the rest of the games, right?
Yeah.
But for me,
Uh,
it's like, well, I got them, but I don't want to play 'em.
yeah. I
And it
almost
just
don't want to
reminds me
admit that.
of it, and it put like as I'm turning on the game, I'm getting turned off, and
Yeah.
and then I get into the game and I play hours of it, and I have a good time with it, right? But then it's like the same feeling the next time I turn it on, where I'm like, all right, let's see where I can get today, and I'm like, oh yeah, all these other ones, I gotta go back and play those, and if I'm honest with myself, I'm probably not gonna go back and play those.
Yeah. What you're saying kind of reminds me of how I felt about Deathloop. Like I'd have fun while I was playing it, but there was nothing there pulling me back to keep going in the game, if that makes sense. Like, so I'd end up leaving it for 2 weeks or something, then go back in and go, ah, man, I don't remember what I was doing. I just can't do this right now. And then I'd leave. And then maybe 2 weeks later, I'd go back in and I'd run around for an hour trying to figure it out what I was doing next and have fun while I was doing that, but then just lose interest again. I don't know. But when it comes to AC games, like I say, the last one that I really enjoyed was Black Flag, and before that, it was probably Assassin's Creed Brotherhoods. Those two I've finished. Nothing else though. Not even close on most of them. It's kind of
It's a good
crazy.
thing we're talking about Ubisoft with their tens of thousands of employees,
Oh yeah.
and yet 30 people made Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
You
Yeah.
know, if this generation has shown me anything, it's that these big companies ain't shit.
Yeah. They most of them have lost the plot. Like it's like they forgot that what makes gaming a great hobby is that when games are fun. It's not filling you full of needless content and cutscenes and everything else. Make a fun game.
But a
I
lot of
would be
these
way
companies,
happier if the games were shorter and more fun and cost less.
a lot of these companies though, that the problem is they came about when development was when solo development was not uh,
Viable.
Possible.
yeah, or feasible
And
at
solo
all.
publishing as
Hmm.
well. Solo publishing.
Like,
Yeah.
so
You
they got big in that era. You don't see new companies, like new devs, small devs getting like ginormous.
yeah. Well, there's the smaller ones are more agile. They can just, if they need to change direction, they can do it instantly. Whereas, the big ship takes a long time to turn around. And they, like I say, they seem to be caught up in this idea that every game needs to be huge and that they need to charge $100 for it. Whatever, right? Like this whole narrative of games need to be $100. No, they don't. They just need to be shorter and good
Oh
and
yeah,
cost less in
this is
development.
50.
You don't need to spend $300 million making a game. That's insane. Just cut out a lot of the crap that doesn't need to be there, shrink it from 50 hours down to 25, and make a good game that you can charge $60 for, and people will be happy. That's my opinion. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe it's the wrong opinion, but that's how I feel about it.
But Titka's Prime says Black Myth Wukong had a dev team of 20. And I think it's
Yeah,
important to also
man.
highlight that it's not just the amount of people working on it, but also it's like the amount of people is 20, sure. But when you look at the funding, for example, you'll find out that, yeah, Tencent kind of chipped in here,
Hmm.
then Ubisoft, sorry, EA chipped in for that game. What's it, Split Fiction that Ham is
Yeah.
playing right now? You know, so I think that we need to find like a middle ground, of like give us smaller teams, because smaller teams then don't come up with a vision that's by committee. You'll have an actual solid vision that will resonate with more people. But also, you don't want smaller teams with no funding, and then you end up with like no offense to Schedule One, right? But those visuals are kind of rough. The visuals on Schedule One are rough. Obviously, the gameplay is top tier, god god level, right? But the look of it is not, it's not great. And I think there'd be more people flocking to it even more if it had better visuals. So I think a hybrid model is what we should look at. Matt, do you think we can make
Huh?
any correlation by the fact that 30 people made this thing?
As a correlation to, I mean, that's impressive, but like a correlation to what?
Like quality, in
To
terms of
quality.
maybe it's not maybe it's not completely necessary to have 5,000, 10,000 people working on a game to make it awesome.
Well, I think in some cases it's very necessary to have large teams working on games. Uh, GTA 6, for example.
Mm,
That's not a game that can be made by a group of 30 people.
30 people.
And you can make a game like that
Maybe.
with a group of 30 people, but it's
Mm-hmm.
not going to be GTA. It'll be
Won't be as
it'll
good.
be It will be a lesser version of GTA. It's like what they do with something like that, something like Elder Scrolls, like whenever Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, like a game of that level is like it's kind of a miracle that it even exists. Stuff like that. And to
Mm.
make stuff like that happen, you need huge, massive teams with lots of people doing lots of different things. Many of those people doing the exact same things as other people, but that's just how much they need to do it. But for a game like Clair Obscur, it's it's not as big in scope as something like that. They knew the objective when they started working on it. They hit their objective, and they were able to do it with a smaller team. I think I think there's a good way. I think the healthy thing would be to have a balance of both of those things.
Yeah.
I think it's cool. Like as much as I have like Valhalla, for example, I didn't really care for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I mean, I should have because of the setting. I love Norse mythology and shit. I should have really liked that. Just it's such an obscenely huge game. I just couldn't do it. But like I think it's cool that that's there. It's just not for me. It was successful for him, but it's just like I just like the idea of knowing that we have both options. Like Clair Obscur can exist. We'll get GTA 6 later this year, and that's two wildly different ends of the spectrum of
Mm.
game development, and that's a great thing.
And we're still benefiting from both of them.
Yes, that's the key thing. That's all I really care about as somebody who is consuming these games.
All right. All right. Oh yeah, but Titka's Prime Phantom Blade Zero is going to be absolutely amazing. Just by looking at, obviously Ham's not going to be too thrilled about it. It's another Souls like, but I think it's going to be a banger. I think it's going to be a banger. Do you think Sucker Punch got the inside info on the release date for GTA 6? Ham, does this conspiracy theory stick for you?
For what?
I saw some people as well saying that the Ghost of Yote got a release date because someone at Sucker Punch knows when GTA 6 is coming out.
That's what I said on Wednesday.
Oh, okay. So you're down with this rumor?
Bro.
Yeah, I was just joking when I said it.
Okay. So do you buy it or not?
Um, I mean, yeah, I mean, I kind of buy it because I feel like most games are kind of beating around that bush in particular, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I could totally see that they got some sort of like inside information and was like, "Hey, well, look, October seems like a good time." And I feel like a lot of us are assuming September for Grand Theft Auto, right? So like maybe they got a little something more like stuck into place, but they mentioned October, but they didn't say. Did they say what day in October?
I think it was a second. I
I
think
think
it's
There
they
you go.
October
did.
2nd.
So
I'll look it
early
up.
October. I mean, I remember part of my reasoning behind it was so they can get pre-orders out, so people can have the chance to buy that game before they decide at the time after GTA had already came out that, oh man, I don't want to buy that as soon as I buy GTA.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
they want to
October
lock that
2nd.
in. They want to lock it. Okay, thanks, thanks, man. You want to lock it up?
Yeah, go
Fuzzy
ahead.
Yeah,
has a
I
good
mean, they're
assumption.
popular enough to a lot of where a lot of people would want to, lock something like
Pre-order.
that in. But I don't know. Any other
Fuzzy
question that you
says,
had that you wanted me to
yeah,
answer?
yeah. Fuzzy says we gotta assume that Sony is gonna market GTA so they know
That's kind of a good point, I guess. I mean, here's the thing: if GTA is in September and Ghost of Yotei, I mean, they said it October 2nd. If GTA 6 is anywhere in September outside of like the first week of September, I'm not playing Ghost of Yotei October 2nd.
No one's doing it.
I and I'm excited for Ghost of Yotei, but like if it's if it's releasing within a month
A
of
month before or a month after,
or after, it
forget
doesn't
it.
matter.
Forget it.
It's just not happening. And
Yeah.
that's most games. That's literally most games. If you're releasing within a month of GTA 6, first of all, don't do that. That's a bad idea. But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know. I would hope that they know when that game's coming out. I would hope that's part of the process of picking the date for Ghost of Yotei, especially because, like Fuzzy Tomato said in chat, they do market GTA 6, or at least we're all kind of assuming they are, because who else would at this point? But like, it's just I don't know. I would hope they have that all figured out. I would hope they have that all figured out because that seems like a bad time to launch it if it's coming if GTA 6 is coming out in September.
Oof. Borderlands releases the week before. Yeah, I think they know that GTA is coming way after, probably. Like GTA maybe is coming out in November. Maybe they know that it's
Could
coming out
be.
in December or something.
That
Because
could be it.
I don't care. Borderlands 4, I don't care how big you are.
I
No
tell
one's
you
buying.
what, though.
Sorry. Go ahead, Em.
Last show during the lowdown, me and Matt were there, and you asked me what game am I most excited for PlayStation for the rest of the year. Remember?
Yeah?
I remember this.
And me and Matt said Go Coyote. You said Marathon, which you said you're gonna need to buy. And
Oh,
and,
Yep.
um,
you guys.
Really
and
get
I
into it.
remember being like, yeah, that is gonna be for sure the game that I need to that I'd want to play when I turn on my PlayStation next. But like this year is so full of games right now that I'm kind of looking at Ghost of Yotei the way Mental is looking at Ghost of Tsushima, where it's like
5 minutes.
I want to get into it, but I'm just not sure when or what exactly. Because I mean, with Grand Theft Auto was an issue alone, right? A massive issue, huge, bigly, as you would say. Look, bigly.
Bigly.
Uh, but uh, but Borderlands being there as well. Yote, I don't know, bro. I don't know. And then on top of it, keep in mind, there's supposed to be a Call of Duty that comes out.
Call of Booty.
And I know that I'm probably going to want to play the new Call of Duty as well.
Mhm.
Call
Like, I
of
Especially
want
that
to
Duty.
campaign is
play the
hot.
multiplayer in that and shit like that, right? I
I
want
want
to
the
get into
campaign.
that. There's going to be the new 2K game that me and Matt are probably going to be getting into and playing.
Oh my goodness.
Nerd.
Like, and keep in mind, I have to, and this, I'm making it sound like a task when it's not, but I have to go to my PlayStation and play Ghost of Yotei, and it's the only thing I have to go there to play. It's just not very, for me. I'm not speaking for anybody else because it doesn't matter to me for this particular conversation. I don't know. It's like whenever I talk to Matt about Silent Hill.
Oh yeah.
What's wrong
You
with
want to
Silent
play
Hill?
Silent Hill, don't you, Matt?
What's that? I've
I said you
Silent
want
Hill,
to
yeah.
play Silent Hill, don't you?
Yeah, I mean, I bought it to play it. I just haven't played it.
You bought it.
Yeah, I got a good deal on it too. I was excited to play it, and then I got it.
Is it a good deal if you don't play it, bro?
I mean,
But the thing is,
No,
I
I'd
need
now
to.
still
it's a
say
I'm,
bad
yes.
deal. Now it's a
but I'm
bad
with,
deal.
but I'm with Ham in the
Yeah.
sense that in order to play it, I need to turn on my PlayStation, and my PlayStation's never on because I'm never hanging out in a party on PlayStation talking to my friends because like none of my friends would be on PlayStation over Xbox or PC or just Discord. Like I'm
We
just
can do
never
Discord on
there.
PlayStation.
You
How
can, you
dare
can.
you?
But like we're just never there. Nobody like I never join the Discord and see like, hey, Vinny's playing PlayStation or Ham's playing PlayStation. Or like I mean maybe Bill every now and then, but it's usually just Call of Duty. Like no one's on PlayStation in my friend group like that, so I have no reason to really be there.
Oh, okay, you're just a
So
hater.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
Um,
it's just a bit.
so
Yep.
so here's the thing.
That's what I got out of that too.
And then the bird attacks you. As soon as she says you're a hater, the bird comes
She's
for
a
her.
pony confirmed.
No, I think it's no, but I think it's a lot of the same thing for a lot of other people, right? So, like, for instance, if you're a PlayStation first gamer
Hmm.
and you're majority playing all of PlayStation games or like your third party games as well over on PlayStation, and then Stalker 2 comes out, you're like,
Yep.
I want to play Stalker 2, but like I'm only turning my Xbox on to play that. And all of my friends like I don't know, just the comfort and ease of going through the OS that you're most comfortable with, right? I
Hmm.
mean, I mean, you know, I got an iPhone in the house, but I'd rather deal with my Android OS because I like it better. I like it better.
Here, here.
It's not that it's not that the iPhone or the Apple product is bad.
Mentos and
PlayStation, there's
Android.
nothing wrong with it. It's just since it's not my main
All the way.
platform that I'm on all the time,
Same.
and that's where all my variety is.
A
Like
bunch of Androids, yeah.
because I get tired of a game like that, and I want to switch to another one.
Welcome to the real world where people use Android.
That's just,
Yeah.
I mean, for me, that's where Xbox is. For some people, that's their PlayStation. For other people, that's their Nintendo. But for me, it's just like I turn it on every once in a while. So getting Ghost of Yote, one game that I'm excited to play, but I'm like, I'm not dying to play that game. If I'm being honest, it's just my most anticipated
Same.
PlayStation game this year.
So what about Death Stranding 2? What about Death Stranding 2?
Yes.
Death Stranding 2. I'm more
Oh,
excited for
come
that, but
on.
I'm more excited for that, and I'm more excited for that, and I'd probably much rather play that day one. But if I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about what we're talking about right now, and that's just like, do I need to always like have that on and play that? Like, no, not exactly.
No.
No, and I feel like a lot of people feel that way when they see really any game come to only one platform or something like that. It
Everyone
kind
just
of
plays what they play.
yeah, that's
Hey,
exactly why people just say, you know what, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
How many people said
the
I'll
thing
just wait
is,
on it to come to PlayStation, and 30 years later they're now or yeah 25 years later they're like, nah, I can buy my Xbox games over on PlayStation. It had nothing to do with whether you didn't want to support them or not. You just like that machine.
Hmm.
yeah, which is fair. Which is fair. We all have preferences. Like for me, ever since I got my PC working, shout out to Matt one more time. Ever since I got my PC working, yeah, cozy. I don't give a fuck. Ever since I got my PC working, I rarely turn on my consoles. Like I'm sitting here. There's many days that I've set and I've been like, you know what? Maybe I should sell these things because I don't use them anymore.
For me, it's a size issue. Like
Attaboy.
if a game is bigger, I absolutely will install it on the console rather than PC. I don't want big games on my PC.
Mental.
Um,
You wouldn't like
Actually,
my PC then, Cozy.
why?
I have basically every game that I own is installed on my PC.
Uh, yeah, I don't. I keep very minimal games installed on my PC. I don't know why. It's just a thing that I don't don't like installing games on my PC.
Yeah, I've got a lot of games on my PC. And that's part of the backlog I'm trying to
You know what's
slowly
really
work
fun?
through.
I actually own Minecraft on PC, but not on console. But I just play the console version.
As you do. As you
And
do.
that's a small game. But yeah, I own the Java edition as well because that's what my kids
So
play.
mental,
So,
you don't power on any of your consoles,
oh no, I do. I do.
but
I
most
still
of the
play
time
on
you're on
console.
PC.
Yeah, most of the time I'm on PC. I'm actually playing A Plague's Tale as I'm playing it on my PS5 right now. I've been using my PS5 a lot lately, just because a lot of the games that I had in my backlog were on my PS5.
Okay,
So,
look at you.
I guess
Getting some burn on that PlayStation.
yeah, and
there-
of course my OG Xbox. I've been playing games on that, and I've been playing games on my 360.
It's dead,
So-
bro. Let it die.
what?
Never,
But what
Wait,
die?
did you
never.
say OG Xbox or Xbox One?
No, my OG,
Said
like
OG
the
and
original.
Oh, I thought you meant the Xbox One. I'd say just leave the Xbox. The
Hey,
Xbox One.
Xbox One
It's
is the
not the OG
perfect
Xbox.
cloud streaming device.
It is actually.
It really is. It works so much better. And I also
It
have
Yeah,
actually is
well,
a good cloud streaming device. I might
well,
have
I
to
live
keep
in
one at my
Mozambique.
mom's to be real.
Yeah,
like
I
it literally.
no
I don't
clouds.
know why, but it's the best cloud streaming.
I
Better,
just
way
finished
better.
that.
Awesome.
Chronicles of Riddick. Just finished that a
Nice.
while ago,
Oh, Chronicles of Riddick.
and this is what I'm playing next on my OG.
God damn.
Doom
So
3.
yeah, I've
This
been.
guy still owns his games. Okay. Uh,
He buys games.
that's a throwback. No, it's not that he buys games, Cozy. He owns physical games that can never be taken
What
away from
year
him.
is this?
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck is this, guy?
It always feels good to me that I can just reach back at any time and just grab
Uh-huh.
a fat pile of games.
Yeah,
Anytime. This is
that
percentage.
shelf back
what I
there.
can
That's
grab.
where all my games are.
And they
This
all
is a
work. They,
percentage of what I can
they
Yeah,
don't need
they
to
all work.
download anything.
No,
All bangers. All bangers.
they all work.
All bangers.
There you go. There you go.
That's crazy. That's the
All
original
bangers.
Xbox.
Yes. OG Xbox. All bangers. Conflict Vietnam.
I'm a little disappointed because I
Don't be
picked up.
chucking them onto the table, Ham. Don't chuck them. Ooh, Mennonite
Edition.
Cub. Nice.
Nice, man.
RoboCop.
Yeah.
Path
Yeah,
Neo.
I'm a bit disappointed because I
Yo,
picked up.
Path of Neo was awesome. Fuck. Path of Neo was amazing.
I got the
Sorry.
other Matrix games too.
I'd picked up a mint copy of Chronicles of Riddick, the Dark Athena, and it would just not play in my Xbox 360. And I looked it up online, and that it's just a problem. That game is a problem. It just won't work in some Xbox 360s. It just won't read the disc. Yeah, it'll only read like I tried installing it on the hard drive, and it would only get to 50% and die. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll try playing it off the disc. Nope, won't work. And the disc is fine. It'll install like at the place where I got it, they were able to install it no problem in their 360, but it won't work in mine. And then with a bit
So
of
you have to
research,
get
I
a
tried.
specific 360.
I guess I don't know. I
Uh-oh.
tried 2 different copies of the game, and there was no go. Neither of them would
Motion
work in mine.
detected.
Yeah, it's just someone at the front door.
Better whip out your gun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Whip out that freedom.
I won't have that
All right.
freedom until we're part of the U.S. Oh no, it's my son getting home from school, so I guess I'm safe. I can take him.
Okay.
Just one of the kids. Put it down.
Yeah.
Just,
Yeah.
just try and find some oil in Canada, mental,
Oh, there's lots. My
and they'll
province
bring you the
has
freedom. Not
loads.
enough, bro. Not
Mental
enough.
said the kids
Hey,
talking crazy. Pick it
third
back
largest
up.
proven reserves in the world, just a bit north of me.
The biggest oil reserves in the world.
Yeah, and proven barrels right now, third largest, but we have a ton,
I'm not.
like we have trillions of barrels underground that we just don't have the technology to extract yet.
Yeah, I think
It's
Alaska has
crazy.
a crazy amount of oil too.
Yeah, ours is all heavy oil. Like they actually refer to it as bitumen. So you need to thin it so you can pump it. Like so you got to either pump steam into it or some other chemicals to kind of thin it. And we just don't have the technology because it's a couple hundred meters below the surface. Like there's a 2.5 trillion barrel reserve. According to geological surveys, we have about
It's too much work.
315 barrels. Yeah, we've got 170 barrels or billion barrels that is easily
So you're not
accessible,
you,
which
you're
we're
not
doing now.
you're not exactly in need of freedom right now. All right, we'll see you in like
Well,
50 years.
we are
You might
because our
need it.
federal government is handcuffed us to the point where we can't actually get that oil. So can't build any pipelines. We've got a few pipelines that we use. They all go through the US, but we don't have any pipelines across the country here, so we can't export our oil to anywhere but the US really. It's kind of
Don't
messed
worry.
up.
Don't worry. This won't be a problem once you become the 51st state.
Oh no,
Anyways,
then we're laughing.
on that
And mental
note,
stay
Won't be a
away from a
problem.
pump.
Yeah.
oh,
America.
bro, I'm trying to keep a straight
America.
face. Ham's coming here talking
Uh,
Texan right now. Get away from
Proud
my
to
Get up
phone.
and
be an
grab that
American, where
357
at
and
least
let
I
it
know
go.
I'm free.
What? On
Never
that
heard that
note,
song?
on that note,
It's the
Cozy,
greatest
we're
song
not
in the
getting into
history of the
this.
United States.
We're not getting into this. We're not getting into it. Uh, on that note, we've come to the end of yet another
there
installment
you go.
of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you so much for smashing the like button, participating in the comment section, and just enjoying another Friday with us. AAC Vic, thank you so much for yet another super chat. Another
Fun
$2 super chat
times.
says oil, not that maple syrup.
Hey, Canadian
There you
maple syrup
go.
is delish.
Woohoo.
Did
Yeah,
you
it is
just
pretty
change your
good, isn't it?
background
I
to the
did.
oil fields?
I did. It's in honor of
Oh
you,
my.
Loke. I'm just honoring Texas for you.
That's Luke's
Hey,
backyard.
Luke's
yeah,
got
we're
that
often
money.
referred to as Texas North here. So Alberta is Texas
Texas North.
North. Yeah. We're the
Right.
outcasts of Canada. Everybody hates Alberta.
Fuzzy
Oh,
says
Alberta.
classic propaganda. You guys
Oh
just
man.
don't know it. But we are funded by USA. You guys just don't know it. Anyways,
Luke loves that
um
liquid cash.
anyways,
Black
like
Liquid
I was
gold.
gold.
saying, thank you guys so
Texas
much.
tea.
Thank you so much. We are very grateful for your continued support and that you guys take the time to come here, hang out with us, have some laughs, and just be a part of the TSWS community. We really do appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts. Richie is doing the percentages, of course. 2% was about Expedition 33, 98% about anything else. That's what we spent our time doing. Uh, but Titka's Prime says, I thought you were funded by the crown. Not yet. We're working on it, right? We almost had a contract signed and then the queen died. So
Gotta
that's
What?
find
that.
that Nigerian prince you were talking about earlier.
Uh yo, mental. We're not let's first sign the contract and then we can we
Oh
can
yeah.
we can start to
Yeah.
Matt, plug your channel, tell people where they can find you, what you're up to, etc. etc.
You can find me on YouTube, Malik's Games, videos every week. They're on the channel, podcasts every week. Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern is the L3R3 podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Twan. Wednesdays at 8 p.m. Eastern is a two-player podcast with myself and Ham Solo, and then Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern. You can find me here with these folks.
All
Woot
right,
woot.
good stuff. Cozy, like your
Well, you
channel. Tell people they can find you. What
you
you're up
can
to.
find me here, and then after here, you can find me getting wasted with Wise. That's about as much as I'm doing. That's just my bandwidth allows.
And she
Peppers.
sings on her OnlyFans. Make sure to subscribe. It's just $20 a week.
Well,
Mental. Plug your
Yeah,
channel. Tell people they can find you, etc.,
yeah, you
etc.
can find me on X at Mental9R. You can find me on YouTube at Caffeine Entertainment. Dropped a new video today. And you can find me on all the gaming platforms at Mental9R. And of course, here whenever I can make it on Fridays.
woohoo!
Good stuff. You can also find Mental on his OnlyFans account where he cooks different types of food
Right.
that you might be interested in buying. Ham, plug, plug, plug.
Yeah, next week, Tuesday, should be doing some more Mass Effect. Uh, getting through Mass Effect 2,
Mm-hmm.
On.
and
Woot.
that's pretty much all I got on Tuesday and probably Thursday as well.
All right, good
Mass
stuff. How
Effect,
far? How
it's
far in Mass Effect are you?
Mm. I'm about to pick up Samara.
Uh-oh.
Nice.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
about to get real. It's about to get
kind of
real.
nice to feel how that game progresses in terms of combat, eh? Like it gets a little better in 2, and then 3's like if you go from 3 to 1, it's like 1 really sucks the way the gunplay feels and everything. 3 is
Yeah,
so much better.
3 is
yeah.
great.
Yeah, 3 feels really good. 2's kind of in between, but it's closer to 1 than it is to 3.
Fuzzy says there's 4 million players for Oblivion so far. That sounds like cap. That sounds
Why
like
does that
cap.
sound like that?
Sounds
There's no
like
way
it's
there's 4 million
winning.
players on Steam playing Oblivion.
Oh
Why
heck
would you
yeah.
say? Why would you say just? Why would you limit it to just Steam?
Because they're the ones
There's
who are
no
keeping
way,
count,
and then
right? I
brings up
think the
one
last time we're
platform.
talking about 150,000.
Well, I mean, as far as yes, there it
That's
goes.
concurrent
Oh,
players.
Bethesda
Bethesda
announced it.
announced it. Okay, so they
So there
took
you
all
go.
the platforms. All right,
Yeah,
all right. My
that's
bad.
concurrent
My bad.
players. So people logging
All
in
right.
and logging out.
I thought we are still talking about concurrent players. That's what I thought. I was
No,
like,
not four
I don't know
million
about
concurrent.
four
Yeah, I don't think
million.
anybody has 4 million concurrent players right now.
Yeah, I think that'd be a bit much. That'd be a bit much.
Counter Strike 2's all-time peak is 1.8 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, 4 million's off the table.
Ooh, before we go,
Yes.
GTA 6 on PC, could
What
it
about it?
pass Counter Strike?
Yes.
Could it? Yeah, it could.
Ham?
I'm sorry, say it again.
Could GTA 6, when it eventually launches on PC, could it surpass Counter Strike in total concurrent players?
No.
There you go.
Really?
I don't think so. Like, first of all, GTA would have to drop same day
Mm-hmm.
on
Yeah, that's not
PC
gonna happen.
as it drops on console. And
Yeah.
seeing that it doesn't do that, a lot of people like GTA is one of those games where people will buy
A console.
a console or something to play it. Like Clair Obscur is a great game, but no. Um,
Also worth
there's not very many games that will make you do that. But Grand Theft Auto is probably like top 3, if not top game that people would do that for.
In addition, I think
Oh,
like something like so GTA 6 has to like recapture people because the multiplayer.
Everyone's on 5.
Yes.
yeah.
Everyone on 5, like you have to get those people over because I think the game by itself is not necessarily going to get all those double and quadruple whatever dippers, because they're unless they can get them on board to leave GTA 5s online.
Hmm.
Mental,
Also,
speak some sense. Speak some sense, Mental. Please tell us it's possible.
I don't know, man. Counter Strike's a bit of a beast, but I could see the initial release of GTA 5, like the first couple of weeks, doing really well. And yeah, it's hard
But
to say. I don't know what
not
the current.
1.8. The according to Matt, right? Matt just checked. The record is
And it.
1.8.
Oh, will
well,
it beat the record or will it beat current players? I don't think.
Will
I
it
don't know
beat
that it'll
the
beat.
record? The record.
yeah, he's trying to see if
Mm,
it. He's wondering if it's going to beat 1.8 million concurrent players. And I said,
man, it depends. You
it's.
know, if it's $100, I don't think so. If
Thank you,
it's
thank you.
if it's priced more reasonably, then there's a shot.
But this is Rockstar. They'll never charge reasonable amounts. If
And
Mario World is $80, GTA is probably at least $90.
I want to see a $100 GTA
Yeah,
based
because
game.
you want to see the world burn. We
it'll be
understand. We
$100.
understand.
It'll be
All
if
right,
it's
all
not
right.
$100, I'll be shocked.
I'll be mad, disappointed. They had an opportunity to milk people for real, and they didn't take it.
Yeah, see,
On
I'm
that
kind
note,
of
thank you
on the
so much for
opposite end of
watching.
that. I'm on the
Yeah, yeah,
side of the
we're all on the opposite.
consumers. Yeah,
Yeah, we're
but
all on the opposite
anyway,
end.
yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you on Monday for Everything Plus Gaming. Y'all have a good weekend. Bye bye.
Bye!
See.
They said we said, they said we said, they said we said, they said we